Metal Gear Solid games? Oh, really? I have not seen those. Wow, such an alpha? Yeah, watch out, Frank. Watch out, Romo means business. Mouse, thank you. Okay, Yamazaki, please do not die. Okay. Yamazaki and I left the following morning, and we had come to my home in the outskirts of Edo. Yes. I hadn't seen it in years, but I didn't have time for nostalgia. Frank won't be able to beat me, though, as well. Yeah, your hours is just like too much. Oh, AOA, I'm lagging too much. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think Romo's far behind. Uh-oh. Romo! Nerves made me tense and jumpy. Would we even find anything? Please, Dad. Huh? The first thing we came in contact with was the stale, dust-filled air wafting to us, and I couldn't help but cough. Okay. Yeah, 293 hours. No one can beat you. I'm pretty sure the only person above you, Shiguri, is Saint. I'm pretty sure. And that's because, well, Saint is always here, but also she's the countdown started, or the countdown, like the hour count started before you found me, so I'm just gonna lurk. See ya, punk. See ya, Frank. Have a good one. Thanks for the lurk, though. I love that emote. It's so funny. The floor was covered in a layer of dust so thick it almost reminded me of a fresh blanket of snow. Oh, ugh. Thank goodness. Which meant my father hadn't returned. I felt both disappointment and relief well up within me. If he wasn't here, then where could he be? Nope. Oh, yes! I think they're around here somewhere. Yamazaki's a good boy. We spent the better part of several hours looking through every nook and cranny of the dust-covered house for a potential clue for the Furies. Eventually, it seemed as though Yamazaki came across something and he exclaimed in horror. Should Taco stream Store Season Pioneers of Olive Town next month? That one's a secret. No, it's not a secret. I should not. I should not. I should not. What do we do when Hakuoki's over? We stream Tales of Symphonia. What do we do when Tales of Symphonia is over? Should he stream Stardew Valley? Sure. No. No. Perfect. No. Actually, it'll depend on when we end it, but the sequel of Hollow Knight is gonna come out at some point, and then I do want to play that. Hearing him read the notes aloud made me shiver as the hair along my arms stood up. Yamazaki, what did you find? Yes.
だがその力の代償はその人間の命そのもの。羅刹の力を使えば使うほどそのものの寿命は削られていく。つまり
What the fuck? Taco Store of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town is going to have an expansion pass. Wow! I'm definitely gonna get that. Definitely gonna get that. Why isn't this in front of me? Has it always been like this? Did it change a lot? Wait. A little bit. A little bit. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not in the middle of the monitor, am I? Wait, I kind of look like I am. Okay, there we go. Sorry. X'd out. I wonder why. Couldn't believe what I was reading in the note Yamazaki found, and then it seemed to slip from out of my hands to float towards the ground. Using one's fury powers directly affected their lifespan, so then for Okuta's life it meant... My feet felt numb upon the ground as the feeling began to slip away, I almost fainted. Yamazaki, catch me.
気をしっかり持て雪村君。我々には絶望している暇などない。
I wonder what Yamazaki's like. Yamazaki snapped me out of it, affecting his voice into a bark that Hijikata would have been proud of. You're right. I'm sorry.
他にもまだいくつか資料がある。手分けして確かめることにしよう。
Honestly, we should just take them and go back, but
羅刹に関する資料は
it's going to add so much returning characters from the past games, even marriage candidates, as well as outfits that you can wear and even put on marriage candidates. Oh. Is that the game you were talking about with Sivian? About like marrying someone and she was like, oh yeah, that guy was my favorite. Is that the game? Right. Yes. Oh, I see. Scanning through page after page of my father's Fury research told us far more than we could have anticipated. Ludus. Yeah. Is that also the game you showed me? You sent the trailer of me? Of me. To me. You sent the trailer of that game to me? Yes. Okay, and there was that guy that liked T, right? And I was like, is that the one you're going for? And then you were like, yeah. Is that correct? Am I mistaken? Yori, okay, there we go. Yeah, I know what game you're talking about now. Those who drank the water of life to become Furies were also imbued with beast-like qualities. Qualities that, unsurprisingly, cause an unprecedented toll on the human body beyond what a normal human could likely withstand. The amount of stress imposed by the serum forces the body to succumb to the terrible
吸血
bloodlust.
衝動が出てしまうと次第に落ち水の毒が体を蝕んでいく。血を飲まなくては正気を保てなくなり、やがては獣のようになり狂い死ぬか。
All the information we had gathered presented an even harsher reality than we hoped for. But there was one silver lining. I think I found a set of instructions to concoct a medicine that will suppress the bloodlust. If this works and we can suppress the bloodlust, I think it'll be enough to help Okita.
しかし調合できるのか。
Reading through the list now, there are some ingredients we will have to prepare, but... Can you help me with this, Yamazaki? I'm here, I'm free! Simeon! What's up? How's your class? Your lab, right? How was it? As soon as I found out about Ludus being in the expansion pass, I was like, I gotta tell Savian. My lab was okay? Nice. You learned? You learned? Like, just in general, or?
わかった。何でも言ってくれ。
Can we leave my house? I'm really scared the dad's gonna come. Together, Yamazaki and I followed my father's recipe exactly how it was written on the note. Here for my 5 minutes attendance. What? Captain Inane, what's up? We have a dorm building that's haunted AF. My roommate lives in it. Wait, what? How's it haunted? What? Somehow we managed to make the medicine. Unfortunately, we hadn't learned anything about how we might heal Okita's wound. So let me explain. Okay. By the time we finished and returned back, the sun had started to set. That took quite a while, huh?
日が沈む前に戻らなくてはな。急ぐぞ。
Yamazaki beckoned me to come forward, and just as I was about to rush out of the house, something akin to a moving specter seemed to come from nowhere, and it startled me. Yamazaki had only taken a single step when... Not like this. Not like this. Working real soon, so I can't stay for long, but I can be here today. Wait, today? Right now? Taco, there's a place here in Tennessee that sells cheese curds for $5. $5? I don't know how expensive they are here, but... Good luck catching? Captain! Oh, yeah. Can't stay for long, but I can be here today. I'm confused what that means. Basically, the third floor is off limits, right? But everyone constantly hears people running up there and like doors being banged upon like someone is there. There's no one there. It's like at night. What the flip? That's so creepy. How can you even sleep? What? What? I'd be so scared. Yamazaki groaned loudly before falling onto the floor, yes. Well, at least it's not, it was like a punch or something, right? It's the same last year too. What? Yamazaki! I ran towards him frantically. What? Oh god. I stopped dead in my tracks, for someone was near. I couldn't exactly make out the specter because of the sunset's glare, but it was someone whose face was unforgettable. Kaoru, what are you doing here?
どうしてって決まってるじゃないか。可愛い妹の顔を見に来たんだよ。
Apparently it opened up for living again last year. But something happened where it had to be closed down for a while. What the flip? Go on a ghost hunt? No thank you. When I was a kid, I lived in a house where someone passed away and weird things would happen. Oh god. The rooms are big. The rooms are big, though my lab partner lives there and she's like, it's worth it. Really? Huh. I clasped my hand around the kodachi on my hip, glaring at Kaoru's face, whose expression was almost identical to my own.
そんな怖い顔で睨まなくたっていいじゃないか。そんなやつ殺してもよかったけど、殴って気を失わせるだけで済ませてやったんだから。
Thank you. Please don't kill him.
ところで、起きたの様子はどう？そろそろ死んだかな。
There's an old lady who passed away peacefully in her sleep, huh? Stop it! Kaoru's eyebrows shot up and his grin widened.
いいじゃないか。ただの冗談なんだから。ナセツになったあいつが簡単に死ぬはずないしね。
Stay up late at night, so I know I plan to never live there. I don't want to have to go to the restroom at night and just hear haunted shiz. Hell no, yeah, same. Same. I don't want that at all. I don't care how big the rooms are.
多分死にたいぐらい苦しい思いをしてるだろうけど。
Kaoru! The angrier I got, the wider his smug grin stretched. Even though I knew it would just rile him up, I couldn't stay calm.
いつまで正気を保っていられるんだろうな。
We'll see. I'm gone to see y'all Friday or whenever taco streams after that. Okie dokie, goodbye, Captain Nane! Good luck at work. You got this. My older brother had the room where she died. Oh, man. That's kind of scary. I would not want that.
そのうち血を求めて江戸の人間を見境なく切り殺すようになったりして。
No! I won't let that happen to Okita. As long as we have the medicine that Yamazaki and I toiled over, the bloodlust should be suppressed. There was no way Okita would turn into a beast.
お前たちがここに来た理由は察しがつくよ。
Uh-oh.
大方、吸血衝動を抑える方法がないか。行動おじさんの資料を漁
It's
り
the
に来たん
oldest
だ。
school building in 2017, 2018. It stopped being a residential place, but opened again last year. So what was it? What was it doing during those 2 years? It was just there, sitting there?
だけど、おあいにくさま。あの薬はほんの短い時間しか効かないし、ひどい発作は抑えられない。まさに
No one knows,
無駄
nothing
してやった
says.
んだ
Huh. I could feel the blood draining from my body. Of course I knew the medicine was only a temporary solution, but...
いい顔だな。お前のその顔が見たかったんだよ。
Kill, yes.
起きた
I agree.
こと好きなのか。どうしてもあいつ
Guess
を
it'll
治
just
して
have to
や
be
り
a
たい。
blood bank, yeah. Hell is Crampton Hall? The hall is Crampton Hall. There are legit ghost story accounts. Crampton Hall has seen many students pass through its rooms within its 144 years of existence. Some of these students have reported strange events that occurred while they were living in the building. One account claims a man was found after a party who appeared to have hanged himself, but the way in which he was hanged hinted that he could not have done it on his own. However, there is no official documentation of such an event. Another story, a student awoke one night to find a man staring. What the flip? Yeah, as if the big rooms are worth it. Heck no, I'm out. As Kaoru rattled off these condescending questions, he still kept a smug expression on his face.
教えてあげようか。
My eyes grew wide. This came out of nowhere. Was he trying to play a trick on me? Of course he was. He may have been getting a kick out of trying to fluster me, but even if he were trying to get aroused from me, I had to hear what he had to say, so I let him continue. Kaoru luckily wasted no time in speaking up.
鬼の血を与えればいいんだよ。
Ah, there we go. Student awoke one night to find a man staring in his direction. Moments later, the man disappeared after walking through the student's closet. Taylor and Horton.
人間をはるかに凌駕する力を持ち、傷が一瞬のうちに治る。羅刹って俺たち鬼の一族に似てると思わないかい？まがいものの
Students who saw the events, I think I see.
俺たち本物の鬼の血を分けてやれば。
But then, how can there be a girl and
落ち水の毒が体
well,
から消え
Taylor's probably the last name, right? Horton is the last name. But then it says one student.
やれるかもしれないよ。
It's a co-ed dorm. Oh, okay.
特にお前は東国の鬼を代表する名家の出なんだからさ。
The East Region, a term referring to the eastern coastal region of Japan. Really? Hey, wait! With that, Kaoru smiled dryly, and I called out to him, but he had already disappeared like a shadow into the ether. If what he said were true, then allowing Okita to drink my blood would possibly work as a salve to the water of life's side effects. The big rooms are not worth it. I'm sorry, I don't want to see the ghost of a hung man. Yeah, me neither. Taylor is also a gender-neutral name, Taco. Oh, really? There are guys named Taylor? Maybe I just assume it's girls because of Taylor Swift. I knew guys named Taylor, really? Charlie? There are girls named Charlie? Huh. Maybe I assume it's a guy because of the singer Charlie. However, knowing Kaoru, this was all a ploy to get my hopes up. What if, though? What if what he said was true? Yamazaki regained consciousness and he slowly gathered himself to gain foot. Are you alright? I ran up to Yamazaki.
俺のことはいい。それより何があったのか説明してくれ。
Please tell him. Sure. Okay, good. Good girl. Would greet one saying, Hi Taylor, and then he would say that.
南雲薫とやらがそんなことを。ひとまず沖田さんたちのところへ戻ることにするか。松本先生をお待たせしているからな。
I met like 2 other Brian ever. So yeah. Oh, flip no, I looked up more haunted places at my college. We have a lot of haunted buildings. Classes in one of them. It looks creepy too. Ghost hunt, ghost hunt. No, no. I mean, if your classes aren't at night, it's fine, right? Right? Okay. The sun had completely set and we were covered by the darkness as we rushed to return for Sendagaya. However, the entire time we rushed back, I couldn't quite shake what Kaoru had told me. The chapel was one of them. Taco stream of corpse party. When? JK, yeah, never. Never, ever. Once we finally arrived back at the hiding place, we rushed to tell Dr. Matsumoto all that happened.
なるほど。南雲薫がそんなことを言っていたのか。
What do you think, Dr. Matsumoto? Do you think if we were to give him my blood that we could curb the effects of the water of life?
信じるのは危険だ。そもそも沖田さんを羅刹に変えたのはあの南雲薫だろう。
山崎君の言う通りだな。
Taco can do IRL corpse party if he
今まで
visits
に
my
一つもない。
college. Taco, join me. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. You're scared too. What do you mean? You're scared too, and I'm scared. If we're together, what the flip are we gonna do? Nobody, like, neither one of us is gonna want to enter the freaking building. Talk could play the one in the hospital. The hospital? I'd rather stay away from haunted hospitals.
効き目がないだけで済めばいいが、もしかしたら毒となることだって十分に考えられるんだぞ。ひとまず薬は調合できたんだろう。なら当分はそれでしのぐしかないんじゃないか。
What about Okita?
わかってる。しかし酷な話だな。老害にかかっただけじゃなく、羅刹となったせいで
Corpse
残
Party
りの
2
寿
dead
命を
patient.
ます
Oh,
ます削る羽目になるなん
Taka
て
dude, it's okay. We'll live in the
因
Lincoln.
果な話もあったもんだ。
Lincoln. What the flip? How did I not know how to pronounce Lincoln? Okay. Hall, it's the hangout place and above a Starbucks. Oh, okay. I've never been to a Starbucks, actually. It's not complete, though? Oh, it's like early access or what?
もう少しここにいてやりたいが、私もそろそろ戻らんとな。
Oh, right. Thank you for all the time you've given us.
いや、くれぐれも無茶はせんよう、沖田君によく言い聞かせておいてくれ。
So, wait, can you guys explain to me real quick how Yamazaki's alive? He usually dies, no, in the fight? So why is he alive? He dies with the other old guy, no? You can play the first chapter and that's it. Oh, I want to watch it. I don't. I'm okay. Not surprisingly, it has maintained close ties to the supernatural world as well. Like with many other historic spots in Illinois, the events of the past have certainly left their mark on Illinois College. Many of these events still come back to haunt students and faculty members today, and there are many who have encountered this ghosts of yesterday face to face. There's a mistake in there somewhere, but important to this path, I guess. Yeah, but like, he usually dies in the fight, so why didn't he die this time? Like, what's the reasoning? Like, what happened with the cannons? He went to... Did he leave with Soji and I before the cannon part? He did, right? He was already injured. How'd he get injured?
君も疲れているだろう。今日は早めに休むんだぞ。
Me or Yamazaki on me? Okay.
外までお送りします。いろいろとお聞きしたいこともありますので。
He's also a doctor, right? Dr. Matsumoto bowed politely and Yamazaki escorted him to the entrance. He told me I need to make sure I rest, but honestly, I don't think I could sleep even if I went into my room with a warm cup of tea. The majority of the encounters here seem to involve the groups who frequent the upper floor. The most commonly reported events are ghostly footsteps that can be distinctly heard in one room, always coming from another. The witness follows the sound, and the footsteps will suddenly be heard in the other room instead. Years ago, this was a medical building, and cadavers were stored in the upper floor. Some believe that this may explain the ghostly activity. What the flip? What the flip? I don't understand how people can live there. That's freaking creepy. That's Beecher Hall. Make a show about ghosts here. Do Fatal Frame. What is that again? Taco stream Fatal Frame 2. Sure. No, probably. Taco kidnapped me. I'm living in a haunted campus. We're not doing Fatal Frame. What is that? Oh man, my eye is struggling. I like see blurry from this eye. Totally child-friendly game. Oh, horror game. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Sivian. Do you also not like horror games, Sivian? Or horror whatever? Take pictures of ghosts trying to kill your ass. Oh, interesting. My mind immediately jumped to Okita. In Father's notes, it said that a Fury's power was directly tied to the length of the lifespan. If that were true, then he was literally consuming his own life just to heal himself from flesh wounds. I wanted so badly to check on him, even for a second. It's so good though, the mechanics are amazing. Like watching playthrough of horror games, but I can't play them, I see. Legend on campus has it that the students here were not actually supposed to have the cadavers. I'm saying that right? Cadavers that were secreted away in the building. However, they were so dedicated to collecting medical knowledge that they stole from the local hospitals and cemeteries, including the art of body snatching, to Illinois College. The corpses were hidden in the attic until the stench of decaying flesh alerted college officials to their presence. What the flip? Ew. 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 Lovely, uh-huh. What about Clock Tower Taco so you can meet Scissor Man? Nope, I'm okay. I'm okay. I was careful to avoid making any peep or noise, and I quietly slid his door open. Huh? I couldn't believe it. Okita wasn't sleeping in his futon, and he was nowhere to be found. Where could he possibly have gone? Just as I scanned the room...
おかえり。
Oh, hello. The voice came from next to the door. Okita, what are you doing?
だって寝てるだけなんて退屈だし。
This seems to be a habit. Oh. Yeah, that he's not in his bed, right? Okita sneered in his usual derisive? What does that mean? Tone? Okita? Did you happen to hear any of the conversation we had in the hallway?
自分のことについてこそこそ話してたら誰でも気になるでしょ普通。
While the length of Okita's remaining lifespan was a source of concern, thankfully his sardonic wit was intact. Unfortunately, he didn't budge, and his attempt to probe me for answers made me uncomfortable.
ま、あの時落ち水を飲んでなかったらどっちにせよ死んでただろうしね。布団の上で血を吐きながら死ぬのとこうして刀を取ることができるようになったのとどっちがマシかって言えば答えなんて分かりきってるし。
Huh. There was a peaceful twinkle in his eye, as if he had come to terms with his condition and his future. Such certainty felt so unfamiliar to me.
不思議な話だよね。病気でも何でもなかったゲンさんが鳥羽伏見の戦で死んじゃったのに。
I don't know if it's funny,
老
but
害にかかってる上落ち水まで飲んだ僕がこうして生きて
I
る。
think Taco could handle Fatal Frame. Probably not. Whipple Hall and Smith Hall are also haunted. She'd been drinking, but later insisted that she was not drunk. Usually when you start a story like that, yeah, okay. Before she started climbing the curved staircase, as she reached the middle of the curve of the stairs, she looked up to the top landing and saw a man standing there. He was all dressed in gray, and she quickly realized that he was not a security officer. As she peered a little closer into the shadows, she also realized something else, that he had no face. She began screaming and ran back down the staircase and out of the building. Interesting. Have you guys watched Hyuka? Hyuka? There was a ghost story like that in it. It was a pretty interesting episode. A room that is located on the 3rd floor of Illinois College. Illinois College's Ellis Hall is also rumored to be infested with ghosts. According to reports, no one lives there, and no one lives there? They don't have to? The what? Rumor has it that a girl hanged herself in the closet there around 1986 after not getting a bid from the Literary Society. It's said that doors open and close on their own there. appliances and radios turn on and off, and that windows have a habit of going up and down under their own power. 10 ghost stories now? Yeah, we are. We regretting my life choice of choosing this college? Oh, that sounds pretty fun to me. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Imagine investigating these events. Man, I love to investigate though, but Taka, don't you wish you could have lived in the house I was in from the ages of 1 to 10 where the old lady passed in her sleep? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
運がいいのか悪いのかわからないな。
Okita. My heart clenched. He seemed to embrace the fact that his health was wilting, and yet he stood courageously before it. Perhaps it was this attitude all along that had me so curiously drawn to him. Please don't give up. You're still alive, Okita. Even if he seemed resigned to the fact that he could potentially die in the near future, I don't want him to go anywhere. You would turn off the TV just for it to turn right back on. Oh. The old lady wasn't done watching the show, I guess. It's okay to be a scaredy cat. Taco, pat, pat. Yeah. I do want to, like, investigate stuff, but I don't know about ghost stories. The site is Sturtevant Hall, one of the most famous spots on campus. Recent stories say that a ghostly young man in a Civil War-era uniform is sometimes seen here. In addition, it is nearly impossible to find someone who will spend the night in the north tower of the building. It has been said that there are too many sounds and noises here to get anyone to do so. Members of the society still maintain that toilets in the hall often flush by themselves. What the heck, man? What the heck? How are there so many stories? All-nighter in the North Tower, let's go. No thanks.
当たり前じゃない。僕にはまだしなきゃならないことがあるんだから。
Like? His complexion still seemed very ill, but even then, Okita possessed within him a fiery vigor. Gamble on what? Most of these buildings are really old, you see, Taka dear, like older than new. I don't know how old my university is, but I don't think there's any ghost stories. I don't know. Good. The future was still uncertain, but so long as Ukta believed in himself, there was hope. She once turned on the radio super loud, and I was the only one in the living room at that time and nowhere near the radio, and got blamed at first. What the heck? We had a few ghost stories, really. I mean, to be fair, I don't talk to anyone, so I wouldn't know any of them, but... Crampton Hall, which was built in 1873, is also believed to be home to a ghost. The residence was built to house 69 men, nice. It was named in honor of Rufus C. Crampton, a former professor and president of the college. According to the story, there was a male student who left a party one night and was later found in his room, again, having hanged himself in the closet. However, it was always said that he was found hanging in such a way that he could not have done it himself, yeah. His former room is now considered haunted. I see. He was a kind ghost who just liked to play pranks, yeah. Turn on the radio. Turn on the TV. What is up with people hanging themselves in closets, right? Seems to be a trend. Yeah, let's not follow that. Place your items somewhere else. Your items? The what? Oh, she would do that? Really? Soji, protect, please. Of course, Soji will protect. They said they couldn't have done it themselves, so... Yeah. So then they were killed. But then... I wonder how you can see someone hanging and be like, he couldn't have done it himself. How can you see that? Spooky, yeah. I wonder. The future was still uncertain, but so long as Okta believed in himself, there was hope. At least the ghost lady just passed away of old age in her sleep, yeah, peacefully. Although we couldn't see into the future, it did nothing to waver his spirit from the dawn of a better day. Okita, please return to your bed. It's not good for you to be standing for
は
too
い
long.
はい、わかってるよ。君ってほんとうるさいんだから。
Just as he began to whine... Well, there it is. Okita keeled over and his face twisted in pain. He slammed against the floor as he gasped for air. Okita! Blood? I rushed to support his body as he had trouble staying upright. What's wrong? Is it your injuries? Okita shook his head as he grimaced loudly from whatever had been hurting him. Oh. Do we like his hair like that? I'll send more ghost shiz to talk about my college later. I need Soji right now. Ghost and I don't get along. Yes, blood time, finally. As I watched, his hair turned white and his eyes turned red. Soji looks better in white hair after the haircut. Oh, what haircut? Oh no! Had expressed experiencing some minor pain from using the powers before, but don't ever recall him becoming a fury without using those powers consciously. Then it must mean...
平気だよ。すぐに収まるから。
The way he angrily motioned for me to stay back told me this wasn't the first time he was changing. He almost seemed ready to accept what came next. Okita, was the seizure-like episode a symptom of being a fury? Wait, if we're here, you haven't experienced his full-on teasing yet. His full-on teasing. Oh boy. The ghost I ever met was the old lady. Meeting is a bit of a strong term there, but... Do you want my blood? His eyes grew wide.
欲しくなんかない。
Oh? His reply was practically a shout, but all the reason to assume that's what he wanted.
僕は嫌だ。嫌なんだよ。血なんていらない。狂いたくない。
His voice shook as he spoke. Whether from pain, fear, or both, I couldn't tell. Both of us saw plenty of Furies go mad with bloodlust. But you're in so much pain.
もし理性を失ったら、自分を保てなくなったら、近藤さんの役に立てなくなる。
Drink up. Uh-huh. Oh. Okita had drunk the water of life to make him a more effective soldier. All he wanted was to help Kondo. If he lost himself in the bloodlust, he would be denied that one desire. So, how long have you been doing this? How horrible. Wait, the corruption's low though. Tako would hang in places she was mostly at as a kid. Living room and the basement. But like, you didn't, see her. To be all along, tormented by pain so great that even breathing was agony. Like, you knew she was there, I guess, but you didn't see her. Does that count as a meeting? Saw her outline? Really? What?
平気だよ。我慢できる。僕は近藤さんの弟弟子なんだから。こんなものに負けるほど。
Jeez, the voice acting. He seemed to think he could endure through sheer force of will, but You don't look fine at all, Soji baby. I could hear my voice break and tears had begun to well up in my eyes. I wrapped my arms around Okita and held him tight. What was I going to do? Give him blood! Give him blood. It's time to be to the blood bank. If I remembered what Karu said correctly, by making Okita drink demon's blood, we may be able to undo some of the symptoms that came with the drinking of water of life. Even though he doesn't want to. We had a ghost at my nan's house who would, like, I don't know, felt like icicles would hit my head when I sat on my grandpa's lap. What? Give him blood, Taco? Of course. Granddad said there was an old lady who died, so I guess she didn't like me. That's so strange. What? I've never seen nor heard anything like this. Room is cold when Ghost is around. Well, my room is always cold. Maybe there are ghosts around and I just am used to it. By making Okita drink demon's blood, we may be able to undo some of the symptoms that came with drinking the water of life. I could feel it hit my head multiple times. Dr. Matsumoto, on the other hand, had his doubts. But I don't have the luxury to choose my methods. I dropped my kodachi and put it to my wrists. Ouch. There was a brief moment of pain, and then a line of blood welled up along the cut. The wrist.
何を
Please drink this. I held out my arm to him, and his eyes widened. By the time my arm reached him, the cut had already closed, but the blood still sat there on top of the smooth skin. Drinky, drinky, big boy, yeah. I heard that my blood could counteract the poison on the water of life. Soji VA's 10 out of 10 best VA. Yeah, it is pretty good. I have to say though, I'm a big fan of Kazuma's VA. I didn't turn on my light. I always forget because it's when I start streaming, it's bright outside, but by the time I end, it's like pretty dark. Maybe he was influenced by the scent of blood. His eyes showed signs of famine. I don't know if what Karu told me was true, but if I could, even for a moment, be able to quench his thirst. I just want to help you, so please. He said nothing as he moved his face toward the blood shining on my arm. When it was close enough that I could feel his breath brushing across my skin, his mouth opened and he ran his tongue across my arm. The vigor behind the movements of his mouth made for a tingling sensation, taking with it my blood. His voice was low and almost embarrassed. I blinked in surprise. I couldn't ever recall a moment where I'd heard his voice speak so weakly. I shook my head. There's nothing for you to apologize for.
でもごめん
He looked down at the floor, his face strained. It almost looked as though he'd been scolded by Kondo. Oh. Although he was still pale, it looked as though the bloodlust had subsided. Hey, he's back. His hair and eyes returned to the normal color. You really should rest now. That would be the best way for you to recover.
分かってるごめんねいろいろと
Isn't Kazuma VA's Zhao's Japanese one or something like that? No, it's Dainsleif's Japanese VA. I think. Too bad I didn't get him. No. I'm pretty sure it's not Zhao, it's Dainsleif. I think. Dima's twin, yeah. But yeah, there's a game called Nightshade where he plays the best guy in an otome that I've seen. Or almost. I mean, the best guy from an otome is Kent from Amnesia. That guy is the man. But then after that, it's Hanzo from Nightshade. For sure. That I've seen. But yeah. Oh, I got a chance. Yeah, I got a chance to get Kazuma's VA. Is that good? I don't know. I mean, I like the guy. I mean, I like the voice. Yeah. Not sure if I like Kazuma, but I just told you that you have nothing to apologize for, didn't I?
そうだね。それじゃあ、おやすみ。
Taku should see Lupin. Oh, yeah, Lupin has the Zhongli, right? Okita nodded obediently and he crawled back under his covers. Good night, Okita. But yeah, I don't know Lupin, so I don't know if he's like best boy or whatever. Have you played Amnesia, Shigri? Is smooth, yeah. Good night, Okita. Please don't hesitate to call for me if you need anything. I could see how much pain he was in and my heart went out to him. He clearly expressed that he didn't want to drink any blood, but at least his suffering had subsided, even if it were just a little bit. I was left to ponder the possibility. Could we truly cure the curse of the Fury with my blood? Fangirled so hard during Lupin's run, of course. What happens if we give the medicine? If we always give the medicine, does it lead to a corruption ending? It does, right? That's what Heisuke said, I think, right? We demons are superior to humans, and yet Burrito is weak AF, yeah. The medicine leads to corruption, yeah, okay. Because it doesn't work. I see. It it actually doesn't work. Huh. Interesting. For now, my only option was to monitor his progress, but... The next day, Okita seemed to be healing at a much more rapid pace. I didn't know what Karu's intentions were, but for now I'm going to just be thankful of Okita's recovery. Yeah, why did Karu tell us that? Ah, that bath was exactly what I needed. The warmth of the bath made the gentle chill of the cool night air all the better, and so I couldn't help but express myself aloud. It's really bad. Like Soji sits there for hours upon hours waiting for the medicine to work, and the effect of bloodlust doesn't subside until a long time. I see. Interesting. There were so many things weighing my mind down, but as of recently, Okita's physical condition was beginning to improve. He could walk more regularly. Of course, we still had to monitor him closely, for his sake, and make sure he didn't strain himself, but even so, the simple pleasure of his improving state brought me great delight. I was walking down the hallway when... Huh? Ah! A loud voice exclaimed from the direction of Okita's room, and it startled me. The voice belonged to Yamazaki? I wonder what could have happened. Fearing the worst, I rushed over to the room.
山崎くんって新選組に入ってから何年になるんだっけ。上役を怒鳴りつけるなんて新入り大したってしないと思うんだけど。
言葉が過ぎたというのは俺も自覚しています。ですが、それならば沖田さんも上役として振る舞ってくださらなくては。
What standards? The tension in the room was palpable, and either side looked like relenting. Oh. Taka, would you like to see Heisuke's bad ending that I got at first ending? Nope. No thank you. You got that first ending because you gave him medicine? Is that what happened?
上役として振る舞うって何？僕に土方さんの真似をしろっていうの？
What the fuck
少
is
なくとも
hoity-toity?
松本先生のご指示を無視するような真似をされては困ります。
僕の体のことは僕自身が一番よく分かってるつもりだよ。もう老害だって治ったし、寝たきりでいる理由もないでしょ。
ですからまだ先生のお許しが出ていないと。
You guys, please calm down.
僕は落ち着いてるよ。冷静じゃないのは山崎くんだけ。
俺は言うべきことを言っているだけです。
It was a while ago, so I don't completely remember how I got it. It was 2014 when I played Demon of the Fleeting Blossom. I see. So yeah, it's 6 years, 7 years. Keeping things civil was only slightly more difficult than trying to make friends out of a cat and a dog. It was no secret that Okita and Yamazaki just didn't get along with one another. So, what happened?
何があったも何も。少し目を離した隙に、沖田さんが庭へ出て剣術の稽古を始めようとしたんだ。
Okay. What? Really?
だってずっと寝たきりなんて体がなまっちゃうから。いつタイに合流できるかわからないんだし、勘を取り戻しておかなきゃいけないでしょ。
Okay.
これだ。君の方からも沖田さんに言ってやってくれ。
Huh. Choose wisely, Taco. Good luck, Taco. Aren't they both the same thing? I'm confused. I understand where Okita is coming from, or you're being a little harsh, Yamazaki. Poor Taco understands nothing. So, one is about the motive. The first one, I'm like, it's because Soji thinks he's gonna go get back out there, so I understand why he wants to keep training. And the other one, it's like, Soji should get a little freedom, but not that much, sort of. You have come this far, and yet you still understand nothing, I know. That's kind of how my life works, to be honest. The Fool Arcana, that's me. Poor Soji. I'm gonna go, I feel like this one. I'm feeling this one. I don't know. But then again, this is Soji's route. Should I go with Soji? When a Kingdom Hearts quote is perfect for Taka. Does Taka want the answer, or... Sure. But before you give it to me, I will make a decision. My gut feeling... No, not my gut feeling. If I was true to myself, I would definitely pick this one. I would definitely pick this one. I don't think Soji should be out there training. But I also think that Yamazaki is being too severe. But considering this is Soji's route, I'm assuming we're supposed to pick Soji's side, right? So I'm assuming the right answer is this one, but then I'd pick this one. There we go. I'd pick this one. Did I make the wrong choice? Am I supposed to be a Soji fanboy? It's the top one where you understand where he's coming from? Gosh dang it, I'm supposed to be a Soji fanboy. I hate it. I understand where Okuta's coming from. To be fair, he's healing and all that, but Okuta had been confined to bed rest ever since he'd been wounded in the Battle of Toba Fushimi. So even though the situation was frustrating, but still, it's even more reason for you to focus on resting until you're completely healed. Oh. So I'll let you know, the one with Yamazaki, the dialogue is kind of funny. Both ends aren't like bad, but one gives you point. Well, yeah, one doesn't give you points, yeah. I see.
簡単に言ってくれるね。僕は鳥羽伏見の時みたいに役に立てないまま終わるなんて、次の戦の時山崎くんがバカ正直に僕を呼びに来てくれるとは限らないし、僕は鳥羽伏見の時みたいに役に立てないまま終わるなんてまっぴらなんだけど。
Yeah, okay, sorry.
俺が嘘を言うとでもおっしゃるんですか？
いくらでも言うでしょ、土方さんの命令なら。
Okita, I mean, he's right. Can't you see that Yamazaki is genuinely concerned about you,
僕
Okita?
の心配なんてしてないでしょ。
I don't think that makes
土
sense.
方さんや松本先生に言いつけられてるから見張りに来てるだけだよ。
Oh? Taco, I still don't trust you to make a certain right choice during Iba. Yeah, I
何
mean,
僕が間違ったことを言ってるとでも言うわけ。
Okita was acting like a petulant child, throwing his toys out of the pram. I stayed quiet, watching him gesture angrily, but all I could muster in response was a sigh.
君、僕の味方なんじゃないの？
Hi, Frank. Of course I'm on your side, Okita, but that is more of a reason for me to want the best for you, and that includes not overexerting yourself. Holy flip. What's up, Frank? You love him? If you were to push yourself too far before you'd fully healed, and it affected your sword technique, wouldn't it be you who'd regret it most? Okuta turned away from me, falling silent as he bit into his lip. Then he turned once more, looking me dead in the eye.
一つ答えてくれるかな？
Uh-huh. Huh?
僕の剣はまだ新選組に必要だと思う。
I mean, they lost the last fight, I'd assume
僕
they
は新
do.
選組の近藤さんの役に立てるのかな？
I could sense a slight hesitation in his voice. Of course they still need you. Which is the reason why it's important for you to give yourself the time you need to rest. His voice goes so quiet talking about being useful. Poor Sivian. Okita seemed to hold on to what I had said internally for a few seconds, turning the words around in his head before he finally sighed and relaxed himself.
そっか。わかった。それじゃあ今日は言うことを聞いてあげる。
Hey,
次
Yamazaki.
の戦いで全力を出せるように治療に専念しないとね。
Yamazaki was saying the same
肝
thing.
心
I'm
な
just
時に
saying.
役立たずなんて。
The
もう
more the
嫌だ
stream
から。
goes, the more like slouched I am. Okuta's emphasis on the word useless made me feel uneasy. This has been something I'd noticed, but why was Okuta so obsessed with the idea of being useful to the Shinsengumi? Even if he were unable to fight with his sword again, I didn't think neither Kondo nor Hijikata would ever consider Okuta useless.
とにかく沖田さんは怪我の養生に専念してください。もし守れないようであれば今日のことを遠慮なく副長に報告させてもらいますから。
Uh-oh. As soon as he made his point, Yamazaki currently left the room without another word. It may not be December, but I'm wearing reindeer ears. What the? Yamazaki's so kind. Yeah, he
悪
is.
人じゃないのは確かだけど、いい人ってほどかな。
He is kind! No, he's a good person. I know he's stationed here under Hijikata's orders, but even still, I think he truly does care for your well-being.
山崎くんに心配される筋合いはないんだけどね。
Yes, he does. don't be like that. Okita slumped back into a sulky mood and he blew air through his lips jokingly. Okita, it's getting pretty late. Why don't you turn in for the day?
もう少し起きてたっていいんじゃない？
Oh my god, he's a kid. You can't. Right now your focus is on getting better.
わかったよ。君ってほんと融通が利かないんだな。
Oh my
入っ
god.
てあげてもいいけど、その代わり。
I love him. What condition? Oh! Okita grinned mischievously and he peered directly into my eyes. I could tell that he was up to something as he walked one step at a time in my direction. What was going on? I was so taken aback by this behavior that my palms became sweaty and my heart
せっ
skipped
か
a
くだ
beat.
から。添い寝してくれる？
Nope, I don't mind at all. Don't see it, but I'm squeaking. It's happening. What? What does me being here have anything to do with that? That's not a funny joke. Teasing
君っ
Soji.
て鈍いよね。普段は妙に察しがいいのに。
Huh? I hadn't the faintest idea what he was trying to get at, but Okita blushed, turning away in embarrassment.
僕が言いたいのは、君ともう少し話したいってことなんだけど。
Is he teasing? Talk? With
ダメ。
me? Dense main character, yeah, you got a problem with that? Well, no, but love how he's calling us out on our dense ass brain, yeah. But is he teasing? He's not teasing, right? He's actually, like, being honest here? I was completely thrown off guard. I didn't anticipate Okita, of all people, to say such a thing. The Okita with whom I was familiar had only ever expressed a sensitive side to Kondo. So naturally, it didn't ever occur to me that he'd ever really cared about what I had to say, let alone want to have a conversation with me. He's teasing partially. I see. Did you have a change of heart?
僕がこういうことを言うのっておかしい？
It's nothing like that, it's just... Okita sighed, frustrated by my inability to get an immediate read of the situation.
どれくらいはっきり言えば分かってくれるのかな？
He does want us to stay, but he moved closer to us to tease as well as sleeping next to him. Oh yeah, that is correct, okay. Huh?
一人は
So
寂
he's
しいから
honest while also teasing, yeah.
そばにいてほしいってこと。
Oh. At last I'd realized what Okita was getting at. It seemed like what Okita had wanted to hear was, I'll be by your side until you fall asleep.
無理しなくていい。
Blushing Soji, uh-oh.
僕と一緒は
Bye,
嫌なん
goodbye,
ですよ。
Simeon. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. Everything's fine, so please don't worry about me. Okita exhaled and he finally seemed to relax. He smiled kindly and then he began to run his fingers through my hair. Oh, jeez. Rip Simeon, yeah, we lost her.
そう。それじゃ許してあげる。
He coolly grazed my bangs with his fingers, and as the tip of his finger touched my skin, my heart skipped.
どうしてかな？近頃君に甘えるの
Died
が
again from that one line.
心地よくなってきた。
Uh-oh, how many times will she die today? Rip. His peaceful voice had my heart in a vice grip, and with every word he spoke, my chest tightened. Okita slowly lifted the duvet up to his chest, and eventually he dozed off, but for some reason I couldn't leave him so soon. Watch Hakuoki's bad end in Kyoto wins. Kyoto wins? Oh boy. Main character, please be a dear. Do sleep next to him. If only. Back when Okita was irritated at himself for not being able to fight with his health as a concern, his mind always jumped to worries about no longer serving as the Shinsengumi sword or no longer being of use to Kondo. But now, Okita. He consumed the water of life and became a fury, which meant he could once again fight in battle. However, between his playful banter and sass, he let his true emotions slip through the cracks at times. Of course, one would normally have reservations about someone who became inhuman, so to speak. I'll do everything I can for you. As long as Okita could find the comfort in my presence, even just a little, I'll always be here for him. His timid requests helped me realize this. Okita's injuries had finally recovered. Yamazaki had visited with a manteau. A basket weaved by willow or bamboo uses luggage to store clothing while in transit. Interesting. Just I don't trust you to get it right leads to the bad end, Taco. Oh boy.
これが西洋の服か。随分と窮屈なんだね。
Damn. Damn. He looks pretty good. Bye, Rip. Rip me. Yeah, Rip Sivian. And he's gonna be in those clothes for the rest of the game. Rest in peace.
ま、刀を振るうには都合が良さそうだけど。
It's
副長の
not
指示で
fair.
す。
Why isn't Yamazaki in one of those? Put Yamazaki in one of those.
様相に身を固めていましたから。
それ嫌味？あの時ずっと大阪城にいた僕がそんなこと知るはずないでしょ。
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. We're about to lose Sivian from what he says. Oh. After bickering with Yamazaki, he suddenly turned towards me.
どうしたの？ぼーっとして。この格好、そんなに変？
Must you remind me? Actually, please do remind me. I don't know anymore. It's coming. Huh? Oh. How should I answer? Is that bad? Is that good? Taco from my heart, don't make the wrong choice. I'd pick the first one, not the second one. Is the first one the right one? I feel like... Is the first one good or bad? It's certainly something. Does that mean he looks good or does that mean he looks bad? I don't like this though. Is the first one the right choice? Can I make this choice? Can I make it? What if I make the wrong choice but then I save Sivian's life? Monka. Can I make that choice? Is it okay? Can I click on it? Can I click on it? Taco, I will sob in heartbreak if you choose the second one. Okay, easy. First, yes. I could kind of sense the answer that Okita was looking for, but either way, even if I said what he wanted to hear, I'd likely receive a cynical response in return. Well, it's certainly something. Not used to seeing you like this, but they do look comfortable.
そういうことを聞いてるんじゃないんだけど。もしかしてわざととぼけてる？
It looked as though he wasn't going to let me even attempt a diplomatic response. They fit you quite well.
どうして目をそらすの？ちゃんと目を見て言ってくれなきゃ。
Well, I didn't mean anything by it. Like, it wasn't intentional, so... I tried facing him directly, but for some reason my heart was thudding rapidly in my chest. Yes, for some reason. My face felt hot all of a sudden, making it difficult for me to look him in the eye. I would understand if it were the other way around, but why am I the only one blushing?
要するに僕に惚れ直したってことでいいのかな？
What? I hadn't expected him to say that at all, and again I felt my face flush with color. It came as such a surprise that my heart jumped. With Yamazaki in the room? Jeez Louise. What do you mean? It's not like that at all. Rip, we lost him again. Tried to keep my composure, but I heard my voice crack as I spit out a quick reply. Okita smirked, knowing he just put me on the spot.
そんなに力いっぱい否定しなくてもいいじゃない。ただの冗談なのに。
We're gonna lose her a lot? Yeah, we will. Well, I froze. Okita's lips curled into a small frown. Perhaps I had reacted too swiftly and I was afraid that I could have come off as insensitive. Okita! I called out to him as an attempt to get him out of his souring mood, but he no longer seemed interested in participating in our conversation. I'm sorry if I was being a little harsh. You look
そう
great.
ありがとう。今の君の顔見ものだったよ。
Ah! He wore a face of befitting a smug what? A smug triumph. I couldn't believe him, Soji's such a tease. Now that I think about it, you remove your top knot. Okuta instinctively patted the spot where his top knot used to be, which seemed to sadden him.
近藤さんと同じ形にしてたんだけどね。大事なのは形じゃなくて気持ちだから。
Okuta looked quite handsome with his fresh new haircut and his new form-fitting Western uniform. I'm sure he wanted to make a strong impression, especially with Kondo as he readied himself to re-enter the battlefield with his old comrades.
山崎くん、出立は何日なの？もう体調は万全だし、今すぐにでもここを出たいんだけど。確か次は甲府で戦うんでしょ？
From what we had heard, the now former shogunate commanded the Shinsengumi to fortify Kofu Castle in anticipation of the Imperial Army's march. We're gonna lose her again coming up, really? Kondo believed this was the perfect opportunity for us to re-establish ourselves and gain merit, the thought of which excited him greatly, of course. How is he such a tease?
それを決めるのは明日松本先生に傷の様子を見ていただいてからです。
Oh.
また松本先生の診察ならもう散々受けたじゃない。
念には念を入れてです。もし傷が治っていなければ
I guess so.
参戦させぬようにと副長から言われていますから。
何それ？僕が一緒に行くと邪魔だってこと？
Okita, it's not that you'd be a burden.
だってそうでしょ？いざという時、僕以外の誰が近藤さんを守れるっていうの？
I just think Hijikata's worried about your health.
何を気遣ってるのさ。傷だって老害だってもう治ったのに。
Okita muttered irritably to himself.
にしても土方さん全然反省してないよね。
What?
あんな大怪我をさせたのにまだ近藤さんを戦場へ連れ出すなんて。
Within Okita's eyes burned a righteous anger, one that sent a chill down my spine, I see. However, I couldn't help but think he was overreacting. I understood why he felt the way he did, but that gave him no right to behave so immaturely.
副長が市場で隊を動かすことなどありません。新選組のために必要だと判断なさったからこそ近藤局長にご同行を求めたのです。
新選組のために必要なら剣を持てない人を戦場に連れ出してもいいんだ。
Yamazaki gulped as Okita pushed back. Ever since Kondo was shot in the shoulder from an attempt on his life, he could no longer wield his sword as he once did. Oh, really?
近藤局長のお役目は隊の指揮です。実戦の場に出るわけではありません。
そんなの戦況次第でどうなるかわからないでしょ。見栄と体裁は気になるけど近藤さん本人のことはどうでもいいっていうのが土方さんの本音なんだろうね。
Will Tako join Soji cult now? It depends who's asking. I don't know yet. I'm not pronouncing myself. Okita! I called out his name to admonish his presumptions, but he paid me no mind and continued on his rant.
近藤さんは僕が守る。土方さんにも他の誰にも利用なんてさせない。
When it came to Kondo, Okita had the tendency to act rashly and avoid looking at the bigger picture, particularly when Hijikata was involved. To his credit, his outburst was well-intentioned, as all he wanted to display was his concern for Kondo, but still... Wait, how does the conversation end? Tension had cooled somewhat by the next day. It was time for Okita's final appointment with Dr. Matsumoto, who nodded throughout the inspection.
傷は塞がったみたいだな。この様子なら問題はなさそうだが。
だから言ったじゃないですか。山崎くんもこの子も心配性なんですよ。
Oh, come on. Congratulations, Okita. This means you can rejoin everyone and make Hondo proud again.
君、僕本人より喜んでるよね。僕が治ったことが
Of
そんなに
course.
嬉しい。
I remember this scene too. Yes? Why, of course. Time to most likely lose Suino again. Oh boy. Especially because I know just how distraught he's become after the battle of Tobu Fushimi. It thrilled me to see how happy he was now that he could hold his sword again.
沖田君、本当に甲府へ行くつもりなのかね。
なんです？まさか今さらダメだなんて言うつもりじゃないでしょうね。
そういうわけじゃない。だが
止めても無駄ですよ。置き去りにされるのはもう嫌ですから。
そうか。そうだろうな。
Wait, what was he gonna say, Dr. Matsumoto? I was worried that there was something still wrong with Okita, so I spoke up to clarify
彼
with
女
the
も連れて
doctor.
行くつもりなのか。置いていくなら私が面倒を見るが。
Okita looked over at me.
そんなの聞くまでもないよね。一緒に来るでしょ。ここにいてって言ってもどうせ前みたいに僕の後を追いかけてくるに決まってるし。
Well, I mean, he's not wrong. Okita was so blasé, what? About it that I was shocked. He said it outright. He's right, he's completely right. Yeah, he is.
どういうことだね。
What do you...
僕のことが心配でしょうがないらしいですよ。
Well, he's
片
again.
時も目を離せないみたいで。みんなを振り切って僕を追いかけてきたこともあるんです。
Again, completely right. Well,
あれどうしてうろたえてるの？本当のことじゃない。
well, yeah, but you don't have to go and tell the doctor about it.
顔真っ赤だよ。もしかして風邪？その様子じゃ一緒に連れて行ってあげられないかな。
Okay. Teasing Soji, teasing Soji. Okita's eyes sparkled with mischief. I think, no, he's definitely messing with me. You're so mean,
あ
Okita.
れ今頃気づいたの。僕は前からこうだったじゃない。
Teasing Soji supremacy. Dr. Matsumoto watched us bicker in silence. Eventually, he interjected.
雪村君は沖田君のことを憎からず思っているのかね。
Oh, Dr. Matsumoto, don't take this the wrong way. We were just kidding around.
冗談なんかじゃないですよ。具合が悪い時もずっとつきっきりで看病してくれましたし。
Okita gleamed with pride at this fact, but the doctor's expression still seemed glum for some reason.
そうか。沖田君のことを。
What's it to you? I could sense from both his expression and his silence that something was off with Dr. Matsumoto. Dr.
い
Matsumoto?
や、なんでもないんだ。
Why is it that Soji knows Burita loves him and Burita doesn't see she loves him? Yeah.
怪我が治ったとはいえ、無理は禁物だからな。沖田君に無茶をさせないよう、くれぐれも気をつけてやってくれよ。
Yes, I understand.
やれやれ。僕ってそんなに信用ないんですかね。
She's so dense and useless,
ここ
yes.
数ヶ
I
月は
agree.
ちゃんと先生の言うことを聞い
Soji's
て
patience for Burita's
おとなしく
dense
してた
ass is
と思うんです
impressive.
けど。
I think he likes it though. I think he sort of likes it. Because it allows him to tease her even more. And so we departed for Kofu Castle. Okita could only move about when the sun had set, under the light of the effervescent moon. We swiftly moved through the darkness on the mountain pathway, hurrying to regroup with the Shinsengumi, but...
一足遅かったか。
It seems so. In the distance we could see smoke rising with cannon fire rolling in the background.
どうやら敵方に先に城を抑えられてしまった様子です。
近藤さんと土方さんはどこにいるの？
近藤局長は本陣に。場所は山の中腹あたりです。土方副長は援軍要請のため江戸に戻られたと聞いています。
江戸に戻っただって？
Okuta was fierce and his eyes widened with shock as he grit his teeth. So, Kofu Castle, is that right before Harada and Shinpachi leave? Is this the moment? Is this where we are? Petition to kill Burrito's brother? Yes, please. Sign me up.
近藤さんを不利な戦場に残して自分だけ逃げ帰ったってこと？
援軍を要請したのは近藤局長です。
そうそそのかしたのは土方さんでしょ？あの人のやり方はいつもそうじゃない。
No, that is not how he... Oh, okay, this is no time. Okuta, please calm down. What's the point in putting all the blame on Hijikata right now? Okuta huffed angrily before shutting his eyes to restore his level head. After taking in one more deep breath, he muttered aloud.
すぐに
Don't
近
blame
藤さん
Soji,
と
he's
合流
very
しよう。
protective, I know. I know, but so far, I like Saito more, because I'm way more into, the calm and calculated guys. So, like, in that moment, Saito would not have had this outburst. He would have rushed in. Excuse you, Soji, best boy. Maybe for you and literally everyone else, but by death by 1,000 cuts. Wait, the what? Wait, what? Oh, to kill Burrito's brother, you mean?
近藤さんは刀を持てないんだ。敵に狙われたらひとたまりもない。
Yeah, what's he gonna do? Surrender?
わかりました。
Yeah. Soji's more emotional, but he's so loving, yeah. I know what you mean, yeah. I agree. Okuta and Yamazaki nodded at one another. Just then...
合流するって誰に？
Ah.
もう体勢は消してるんだし、
Yamazaki, run
さっさと
please.
尻尾巻いて逃げ出した方が賢明なんじゃないか？
That voice! Kaoru, what are you doing here?
どうしてって決まってるじゃないか。新選組の奴らが惨めったらしく負ける姿を見物するまたとない機会だからさ。お前たちの姿が見当たらなかったから、もしかしたらここには来ないんじゃないかと思ってたけど、ギリギリ間に合ったみたいだね。新選組のバカ局長が処刑されるところは見物できるんじゃない？
Just wait for the confession, Taka. We'll see. We'll see. Okuta's murderous eyes burned with contempt. He stepped forward, placing one hand in front of me.
山崎君、先に行ってて。近藤さんを絶対に死なせないで。
Yes, please, Yamazaki.
よい。
Thank you. Yamazaki answered curtly before disappearing into the forest. Nice. It seemed as though Kaoru paid no concern to Yamazaki, his smirk still fixed on his face.
しっかり癒えたんだ。銀の銃弾でつけられた傷はたとえ羅刹でも癒せないはずなんだけど、まがいもののくせにしぶといんだね。
Is it because
羅
of
刹
me?
の弱点が銀の銃弾だってことどうやって知ったの？
Wait, flip. I remember this. Uh-oh.
その問いに答えてやらなきゃならない義理がある。
そう。ならいいや。
Okuta flashed a smirk before unsheathing his sword from his
話す
scabbard.
気がないなら死ぬ間際に喋ってもらえばいいだけのことだし。
できると思ってるのか、死にかけのまがいもの風情が。戦場には血の匂いが溢れてる。
What does rancid mean?
羅刹と化したお前がこの場で正気を保っていられるものかな。
面白いことを言ってくれるね。僕が刀を手にしてから人の血なんて飽きるほど浴びてきたよ。
The words barely left Okuta's mouth as he charged towards Kaoru. Within the span of one breath, I saw Okuta's sword flash brilliantly with 3 calculated strokes. Strokes? Kaoru, however, watched the blade's path, dodging each strike with ease.
達者なのは口だけじゃないってことか。でもこれならどうかな。
Uh-oh. Wait, what? Okuta's hair became a stark shade of white when Okuta got into his fighting stance, radiating a bright aura around him. After digging his heels into the ground, Okuta leapt forward towards Kaoru even faster than before. Kaoru struggled to keep up with Okuta's flurry of attacks, narrowly avoiding each slash until... Okuta landed a series of blows, carving a crimson-colored...
君は近藤さんの仇だからね。
I didn't get to see that.
今さら命乞いしても容赦しない。
Carving a crimson-colored flower of blood into Kaoru's flesh, They can still control the fury power in Takadir. The only thing they can't control is bloodlust. I know, but I didn't think he'd use it. I thought he'd use it if he was desperate. Because that's how Saito would do it, no? I watched the openings in Kaoru's flesh begin to heal themselves shut in real time. He'll use whatever he has to win.
バカだな。傷が癒える暇なんて与えてあげるとでも思ってるの？
But this is anime. What? You have to wait and talk to him. What? Kaoru shrieked horrifically as his blood splashed. Okuta reveled in a vicious display, allowing Kaoru's blood to shower him as he swung repeatedly at the demon. Uh-oh. I was witnessing something so disturbingly visceral that I almost had to cover my eyes. Kaoru's pain is great, but will it lead to Soji pain? Kaoru was gasping for breath, suffering from the weight of his own blood before breaking into laughter.
So 負け惜しみ。もう殺されるっていうのに随分おしゃべりだね。
俺を殺すだって本気で言ってるのか。
Kaoru seemed strangely self-confident, moving his cryptic gaze in my direction.
俺の妹はお前みたいな人聞いとは違うんだよ。起きた。双子の兄を目の前でお前に殺されて平気でいられるほどずぶといとでも思ってる。
Yes. It seemed Kaoru's words, sincere not, struck a nerve with Okuta, who began to hesitate slightly. What? This moment of respite, however, was short-lived. Okuta, no! I desperately screamed his name. What? Kaoru recognized his opportunity immediately, rushing for Okuta the minute he noticed his hesitation. Ah!
その子に触るな!
Wait, he's not rushing Okuta, he's rushing me. As Okuta screamed out... Huh? Something was placed on my lips? Huh? Something was placed to the tip of my lips. I felt a thick, bitter liquid drip down my throat. He can make me... What? We're behind Okuta, so he's rushing towards Okuta. I see. It was crimson liquid encased in a glass vial. Oh no! I choked on the liquid. However, I caught on too late, and it wasn't enough to stop it from sliding all the way down my esophagus? Frenzied, malicious laughter echoed nearby. As the liquid slid down my throat, my heart pounded heavily as the serum began settling in my stomach. What will that do? Okuta readied himself into striking pose, pointing his blade at Kaoru before lunging forward. However... Please tell me he doesn't hit us. Ah! Kaoru tossed me aside, leaping high above the ground like a crane taking
お
flight.
前今のは
お前一人で落ちていくなんて寂しいだろうから道連れを作ってやったよ。それにしても滑稽だな。お前がここにいなければ沖田は俺を殺すことができてただろうにね。恋慕う相手を不幸にすることしかできないなんて悲しい間柄だな。
I'm very surprised Soji hesitated there. Kaoru! I wiped the drops of serum around my mouth, glaring hatefully at Kaoru. However, Kaoru was indifferent to my anger, and he responded calmly. Damn, I can talk after drinking it?
これで二人とも仲良く羅刹だ。一緒に地獄を旅するといいさ。
この
Can I drink my own blood?
そうそう、もう一つ教えてやろうか。沖田、お前確か老害を治して元通り剣を振るいたいと思って落ち水を飲んだんだよね。
Kaoru began taunting Okta with a nasally tone, taking in his smug satisfaction.
残念だけど落ち水に病を治す力なんてないよ。むしろ病と戦うための体力をますますすり減らしていくだけだ。
I see.
お前には血を吐いて惨めったらしく死ぬ道しか残ってないんだよ。
待て
Okta swung out at Kaoru, but Kaoru vanished into thin air, leaving behind only an ethereal smoke amidst the misty sky. Ethereal. Soji's wrath, the route of suffering. God. Suddenly I felt hot all over, and I was overcome with an aggressive case of nausea. It was as if a malevolent force awoke to inhabit my body, bursting from its husk and taking shape.
しっかりして
Okta wrapped his arms tightly around my shoulders. Through squinting eyes, I saw Okta's eyes glow with worry as he tried to comfort me. I'm fine, as I'm dying. Tried mustering a smile, but my vision was losing its focus, and Okta's face become more and more blurry. Okta forced his eyes shut, biting into his lower lip out of frustration. It almost seemed like it hurt him more than it hurt me.
ごめん僕があの時迷ったせいであいつを殺せなかった
In a way, it's sweet he cares for us at least.
しかも君をこんな目に
No. Okta spoke through gritted teeth. His words were heavy with guilt. It's not your fault, Okta. I let my guard down. No, I disagree. Okta only bit into his lip more deeply, shaking his head in frustration.
僕のせいだよたとえどんな敵が現れたとしても君を守りきれるって自分の力を過信してた
He looked down, muttering in a nearly inaudible tone to himself.
僕は一体何のために剣術を学んできたんだろう
Are we on the same level as
肝
Kondo?
心な時に守るべき人を守ってあげられなかったなんて
The remorse sat heavily on Okta's shoulders. It killed me to think that I was at fault for how much he was tearing himself apart inside.
体大丈夫
It's kind of weird to not hear them say Chizuru, honestly. Wait, what do you mean? Do they say Chizuru if you're called Chizuru? Do they actually say it? Yeah, it is her true name, but do they actually say it? What? They actually say it, yeah, what the flip? Huh, maybe next time we'll name ourselves Chizuru then. What the heck? I didn't know. Fine, just a little dizzy.
そっか
Forget about it. Let's hurry. We need to meet back up with Kondo. Okta looked as if he wanted to respond, but instead he turned to stare up at the clouds
その
above.
必要はなさそうだよ
Huh?
もう戦いは終わったみたいだ銃声が聞こえないでしょ
I gasped. Soji says Chizuru-san in the most amazing voice. I die. Oh, rip. that means Kondo... I felt lightheaded, as if my blood had left my body. We entrusted Yamazaki with the objective of keeping Kondo safe, but... was he really able to protect him?
とりあえず江戸に戻ろう。大丈夫。近藤さんは死んだりしない。何があっても
What if he's already dead
死
then?
なせるもんか。
Part of me believed that, while I hoped Okita was right, he was trying to convince himself more than me.
結局今回も役に立てなかったね。
It's all about being useless, huh? Or, well, useful, I guess. The chilly mountain wind lifted his words away, scattering them across the rows of trees around us. After picking ourselves back up, Okita and I began to head for Edo.
まったくこんな時に限って嫌になるぐらい晴れてるのはどうしてなんだろうね。せめて雨でも降ってるか曇ってれば少しはマシなのに。
Right. Normally, the sunlight would have been quite pleasant, but now the sunlight beat harshly on my skin and it nearly suffocated me. We were just walking. It wasn't even strenuous. I had never realized how unbearable this condition could be.
大丈夫？やっぱり夜まで休んだ方がいいかな。
No, I'm fine.
嘘つき。
What? I'm not lying.
僕、落ち水を飲んでるんだよ。君が今どれだけ苦しい思いをしてるかわからないはずないでしょ。
So aren't we both in the same boat?
何より君は鬼なんだから僕たち以上の苦しみを味わってるかもしれないんだ。
Wait, how does that make sense? He scolded me sternly, but there was nothing really that I could
本
say.
当はすごく辛いのに意地を張ってるのは僕に遠慮してるかな。
Pity? Well, Code realized the main character is named Cardia, and they actually say it if you keep that as a name. As the name. I see. Well, then I should just be Chizuru, huh? Words struggled to come to mind.
少し休憩しようか。木陰に入れば日の光の元にいるよりはマシだと思うから。
But we don't have the time to...
平気だよ。江戸まではまだ結構あるし、今のうちに休んでおいた方が先々のためにもなると思う。
Cutesy-jin coming.
そ
Uh-oh.
れに
Uh-oh.
僕
Steven,
だって
prepare
日中は
yourself.
辛くないわけじゃないしね。
Oh, right. I was so focused on my own discomfort that I had forgotten to consider how Okita must be feeling. Since he had become a fury, it must have been agonizing for him to be under sunlight as well. Oh, I'm so sorry for being insensitive.
水臭いな。いちいち謝らなくてもいいよ。
Yeah, we were going as two, that's how it is. But I know you hope to reach Kondo as soon as possible, Okita. Okita averted his gaze. His silence had all but confirmed what I was only thinking.
もちろん近藤さんのことは気になるけど、あの土方さんがついてるんだし、最悪の事態にはならないはずだよ。
I sensed a coldness in his voice. I was sure that, at the end of the day, Okita trusted Hijikata still, but it seemed as though his trust was conditional, and that Okita nursed an inner conflict about it. Hijikata knows what he's doing.
そう。嫌味なぐらい先の先まで考えて動く上、手段を選ばない。そういうところが気に入らないんだけど。
I need to look something up real quick. Give me a second. I need to know Soji's voice actor. I need to know. Oh, what? From Fate? No. Hakuoki, yes. Ah, it is Shikamaru. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. You enjoying the suffering, Taco? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Yamazaki's not dead, so I'm just appreciative at the moment. Soji's V is in code realize as well. Oh, really? Well, yeah, it's Shikamaru. I realized it when he said this, I think?
そういうところが
Yeah,
気
the
に入ら
first
ないんだけ
word.
ど
The first word he says sounds a lot like Shikamaru. Looks into the future at Yama. What?
そんな顔しなくてもいいじゃない
What?
新選組幹部だって人間だし好
What?
き嫌いはあるよ
Oh,
まあとにかく
no. Not like
少
this.
し休むだけの余裕はあるってこと
Not like
言いたかった
this. How should I respond? I think he'd want me to say this. I'm still scared. It's the route of suffering, Taco Taco. Yeah, here I say sorry and then he says don't apologize. So I feel like I shouldn't say sorry again. Is this the right answer? I'm still scared. Is that the right answer? Is it the right answer? Is it? Is it? Should I pick it anyways? I believe the right answer is the first answer. What? Really? What? Why? But he just told us not to say sorry. What the heck? What the heck? Alright. I'm sorry. All of the guilt in my heart was almost impossible to contain by this point, so I found myself apologizing. It's not that I don't trust you or Hijikata. It's just that I couldn't help but feel anxious about Kondo's well-being. What? Oh, that's what I'm sorry about? If Kaoru hadn't gotten in our way, then Okuta and I would have been able to find the chief and ensure his safety. Thinking about what choices we could have changed did nothing to stop the flow of tears down my face.
どうして泣いてるの
Because I'm the reason Kaoru comes after us. If it weren't for me, Kaoru wouldn't have been in the picture, meaning Okuta wouldn't have needed to drink the water of life. As if the curse of becoming a Fury wasn't enough, the serum did nothing to cure his tuberculosis. Instead, it was consuming him, spreading it through his body.
バカだなそんなこと気にしてたの
Yeah, I didn't know that's
君
what
が
we were
苦しむ
worrying
必要
about
なんて
either.
ないのに
But... Oh.
いいからもう泣き止んで
Okuta's slender fingers reached to touch my cheeks. Oh boy. He gently nudged the tears away before they could drop onto the ground. It was bewildering to witness this tender side of Okuta, and at first I flinched, worried he would hurt me. I felt bad thinking that he was wasting amount of emotional energy on me as I cried in front of him. Wasting any amount of energy, Soji's so sweet, I don't deserve him. I'm just confused, honestly. I'm still confused about the choice. I think I would have been wrong 3 out of 3. But the tears had kept flowing, and like clockwork, Okuta comforted me with the soft tickle of his hands as they wiped away each tear with a warm touch. Tako just doesn't understand Soji, yeah. Well, most of the time is that I don't understand my own answers. I think with Saito, the choices were more like what to do and not what to say. Cause like saying I'm sorry, I thought she meant like I'm sorry for not being able to move forward right now. Not like I'm sorry for everything. That's what I thought. But yeah. Anyways.
君はとても優しい子だけど今だけでも自分のことを考えてくれないと困るよ
His voice was so familiar to me now, and he spoke to me as if he were assuring a small child.
覚えてるでしょ 今回君を甲府に連れてくるって決めたのは僕だったよね。君を置き去りにしないでこうして一緒に帰るって決めたのも僕だ。だから君は何も気にしないでただそばにいてくれればいい。
I thought that was something he would say if we picked the second answer. Okita's words were quite thoughtful, and it was difficult to feel like I deserved to hear them. However, he had a way of wiggling his way into my ear to melt away my anxieties. Thinking about all of this made it harder to stop crying. Oh, jeez. I couldn't look him in the eye, but I nodded.
うなずくだけじゃ
Ear,
なくてちゃんと返事をしてくれなきゃ。
Okay.
よろしい。いい子だね。
Ikodane. Chizuru-kun. Okita wiped my tears once more, delicately placing his fingers under my chin until I stopped crying. And in his warmth, I began to realize I'm in love with Okita. What the? I began to realize? Wow, we really are dense. What the heck? I loved him more than anything or anyone, and there was no chance of stopping it.
僕のために泣いてくれる人が近藤さん以外にいるなんて思わなかったな。僕なんてたとえ死んじゃっても誰も気にしないと思ってたのに。
Oh. His voice was barely above a whisper, and each word seemed to pull out of him the reminder of distant, bitter memories. Who's denser, main character or Taco? Definitely the main character. There is no way. I'm pretty dense, but not that dense. That's like next level. No, we're not on this. No. What? I raised my head up in the hopes of asking him what he had meant by that, but...
なんでもないよ。
Dude, if...
こっちの話。
I feel like the main character should have realized it when Soji was teasing her about it. No, you two are pretty close in level. No. Okita shut his mouth, leaving me to ponder what had been hurting this man for so long.
こっちにおいで。
Okay. Okita clasped my hand, leading me to a cool shaded area away from the trail. Taco, hi. I have a favor. Okay, what is the favor? Oh. Taking a seat under the tree was a soothing reprieve, one I felt immediately as I left the sunlight.
どう？だいぶ楽になったでしょ？
Repeat the line, come here again. Please, thanks. Come here.
こっちにおいで。こっちにおいで。
This one? Thank you. No problem. I feel better now.
僕の方が先に羅刹になったんだから。先輩の言うことは聞くものだよ。
Oh. Thank you, Okita. If we take a breather here, I think I'll get myself to keep going.
休憩だけじゃ足りないよ。ちょっと眠った方がいい。
What? I'm fine. I'm not tired enough to
君っ
sleep.
て見た目に似合わず、意地っ張りだよね。自分では気づいてないだろうけど、今にも倒れそうな顔してるよ。
Oh, jeez. Well, watching him sigh out of frustration made it more difficult to offer any more objections.
ほら、もっと近くにおいでよ。
Oh.
離れてたら風邪ひいちゃう。
Oh. Ah. Okita drew me into his chest. Alright, Sivian. Steel yourself. Oh boy. The suddenness of his actions made me flustered, and it was difficult to resist.
こうやって僕も一緒に寝るから。遠慮なんてしなくてもいいからね。
Okita. I barely had any room to budge in his arms, and I was tight in his warm embrace. My cheeks burned with color. I could almost feel the blood rise to the surface of my skin, and of course I was blushing. His face, though, the emotion The holding, the warmth. Just wait till you see the kiss CG's Taco Taco. Oh boy.
そんなに硬くならなくてもいいのに。別に取って食べたりはしないよ。
I know, but how could I keep myself calm when the man I loved held me delicately in his arms? I was pretty sure Okta hadn't intended anything by the gesture, but what? Okay, whatever. Soji, I love you.
ほら、少し寝なくちゃ。夜になったらもう少し楽に動けるはずだから。
Okay. And I closed my eyes. Being in the protective arms of Okita, enraptured by his scent and his kindness, I felt all of my worries drifting away across the expanse of the mountain. The soft pitter-patter of his heartbeat caught my ear, and as I rested my cheeks on him, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Peace. Someone send me to Hakuoki, I'm going after him. But all the suffering, though! Right before I fell asleep, I could hear Okita muttering to himself.
人を殺すとき、ためらったことなんてほとんどないんだけどね。誰に嫌われても、恨まれても構わないってずっと思ってたのに、あの時だけは体が動かなかった。君にだけはどうしても嫌われたくなかったってことなんだ。
Yeah, that one surprised me a lot. My head felt out of sorts as I tried falling asleep, making the attempt to parse what he had been saying, a hazy endeavor. I wonder if Saito would have killed him. I will literally help him. I will take medicine to treat the tuberculosis. I will help him if it's the last thing I do. But will Kaoru let you, though? However, the sentiment behind his words made all the difference, and I witnessed an emotional display that he would never have shown me. I became swept in this sensation, this acute sense of trust and safety, and my heart melted. The end. Never mind, chapter 2. I don't know, Kaoru. If Chizuru gets the flip out of the way, everything A-okay. True. True.
こっち、物陰に隠れよ
Hide? Okay. Why are we hiding? Oh, I see. We're hidden in the shadows of a back alley. I peeked around the corner to see Imperial Army forces, fresh in the Western garb, approaching us. Both Okita and I looked at one another, holding our breaths as we waited for them to pass us. As soon as they were out of our sight, Okita let out a tremendous sigh of relief. We could have taken them on.
う。まったく、江戸は一応将軍公のお膝元じゃなかったっけ？どうしてあいつらが我が物顔で歩いてるのさ。あんな奴ら切っちゃってもいいんだけど。そうすると、ますます面倒なことになりそうだし
It would. By the time we'd arrived in Edo, we had discovered that the state of the city had completely changed. Numerous Imperial troops were patrolling what seemed to be every street corner. Oh, I see. So there was hardly a moment when we could lower our guard.
あともう少しだから急がなきゃね。またあいつらが来たら困るし。
Okay. We carefully dodged enemy soldiers as we weaved through the city streets before making our way back to the hiding place. You should be good since Hijikata is cannon route. Wait, the what? Wait, what? Who should be good? I should be good? Oh, for Chizuru getting out of the way! Because she's gonna be with Hijikata. Gotcha. When we made our way back to safety, a feeling of relief washed over me. Sorry, it took me a second. I was like, I thought I was good. Taco took so long to comprehend that. Yeah, because I thought you meant I was good. So I was like, wait, did I mention Hijikata? What? I thought you were saying like when I'll do Hijikata's route, I'll be okay. No, that's not. No.
ここ数日で寿命が5年は縮んだかもしれないね。
I gasped at the thought of us actually having reduced our lifespans from the constant movements.
そんな顔しなくてもいいじゃない。ただの冗談なんだから。
Oh shiz. I don't think Hijikata's Taco's type. Yeah, no, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Blood time, I think. Ooh, let's go.
お疲れ様。よく頑張ったね。
Let's go, but also not let's go. But yeah. No, my cheeks felt hot, and I realized that I just wasn't used to Okuta being so encouraging.
山崎くんはいないみたいだね。
Please.
江戸の状況は明日にでも松本先生に聞いた方が良さそうかな。
You're right. What was going on in Edo? How were the Shinsengumi men doing? We were completely in the dark with these things.
それじゃあそろそろ寝ようか。ずっと気を張ってたからクタクタだし。
It's been a while since we've slept on a futon. As we hustled back to Edo from Kofu, we had a scant amount of time to travel, let alone give ourselves time to stay in an inn, so we usually slept outdoors.
一緒に寝てあげようか。ここに戻ってくる途中してたみたいに。あれ
Why am I
顔
flustered?
が真っ赤だよ。もしかして何か期待してる？
Say what? What do you mean by that? Don't tease me.
別にからかってるつもりはないんだけど。君って。
Yes,
暖を取るに
please,
はちょうど
Soji,
いい
yes,
し
please. Let us sleep next to you, please. I wonder if Okuta thought of me as nothing more than just a silk kimono in the warming stone. As if that was all I could offer. As if he... Oh my... Okay. I'll return to my room. Please get some sleep,
はい
Okuta.
はい、おやすみなさい。
Really? I stood up and bowed courteously, and just as I stepped from out of the room, I heard Okuta's voice shriek behind me, and I rushed back to him. Okuta? Will we have those too? He dug his nails firmly into the flesh of his bicep as he was consumed with an agonizing pain. This reaction, there was no doubt what it could be. It must be bloodlust. I give him blood. If I were to give him some of my blood, then it should soothe the symptoms of his bloodlust. I clasped the handle of my kodachi on my hip, but for some reason I couldn't bring myself to draw it out. Would it actually be safe for him to drink my blood like this? Karu had told us that drinking the water of life could cure Okita's tuberculosis, but his hair turns white, so shiz, there's no doubt. Yeah, no shiz, yeah. In the end, it was all a lie. So could the possibility of drinking my blood helping to suppress the serum symptoms be a lie too? Then was there anything I could do for him? Okita had seemed understandably adamant in his refusal to drink blood. Would it be right of me to make the same proposition to him as he suffered before my eyes? As he struggled through short, staggered breaths, Okita blurted out a question.
今日はくれないの？もしかして。
Damn, teasing us as he's suffering, huh? Okita. It pained me too much to watch him writhe on the floor helplessly. But if you drink my blood...
そっか。いいよ。君がそう言うなら無理は言わない。
He wants it?
外に出ててくれるかな。君にみっともない姿なんて見られたくないから。
What? I can't do this. I couldn't just walk out on Okita, who was forced to endure the overwhelming anguish alone. Without hesitating, I unsheathed my kodachi. Blood. Pain is probably one of the worst pains you'll ever feel, Taco. Drinking blood is easier. Yeah, I know. But before, he was like she said, he was adamantly against it. Right? Yeah. I'm not blaming him for him. I think it's much easier and it's better. That's why I proposed it. But yeah, I'm surprised he changed his mind. I mean, he didn't go crazy the first time, so he probably thinks it's okay for him to drink it again. Yeah, I agree with him. I agree with him. Carefully slid the sharp blade across my palm. But yeah, it's weird that we just mentioned he was adamantly against it, and then he was like, "I'm okay with it." It's like, oh, okay. Blood began to drip from the open wound. As Okita glanced at me with desperate eyes, I held out my blood-drenched hand to him. I'm sorry for second-guessing it. Please drink my blood, Okita. Okita's red eyes dilated? A glassy haze covering them, and then 98k now, Taco Taco. Jeez. CG. Another one? Oh. He inched his mouth closer to my palm. I felt a dull pain as the suckle of his warm mouth drew my blood into his full, tender lips. The bloodlust had rendered him ravenous, and as he sucked more forcefully, a pressure shot up the length of my arm in rhythm with his heavy breathing.
約束するよ。この先、どんなに血が欲しくなっても、発作でどれだけ
Don't
苦
mess
しん
up,
だとして
Ryder.
も。
Dabs for Sivian. Jeez Louise. Telling me he looks better with white hair after the haircut than before the haircut? Oh yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. He spoke as if he were making an oath
僕
to
は
me.
もう君の血しか飲まない。
Oh. His somber promise made my chest tighten. There were comfortless words which brought me closer to crying. Okita. It was possible that a time would come when, no matter how much blood I gave him, the pain suffered from his affliction would be unbattable? I had seen so many warriors from the Fury Corps succumb to such a fate. Yeah, they didn't have my blood though. Against my best wishes, I was sure that the curse of the Fury would soon devour his body, eventually reducing both his mind and body into nothingness. Yeah, still. Yeah, it's only temporary, right? However, when it appeared that Okta had finished drinking my blood, he began to mutter softly.
ごめんね。
What are you apologizing for, Okta?
だって僕は先がない病人なんだよ。
Oh, Jesus.
そんな僕のために身を傷つけて痛い思いをしてまで
This is
血
where
を
we tell
く
him
れ
we
るな
love
ん
him.
て。
His voice is so soft. Yeah. Every time he's like sort of sad, it's not like that. Don't worry about my hand. The wound will heal immediately.
ありがとう。君のおかげで正気のままでいられる。もしまた血に狂いそうになったら、今みたいに手を貸してくれる？
Nope. It was difficult to respond quickly. I was so astonished by his request, but without giving it much more thought, I stared Okita in the eye and told him, I will be by your side, Okita, no matter what. Wow. I made a vow to him, just as he did to me moments earlier, and together we nodded. Wow. The following evening, I wrote a letter addressed to Dr. Matsumoto, a bittersweet moment, yeah. We'll be together till the end. But what is the end? As soon as he got word of our return to Edo, he visited us in the hiding place immediately. However, he was not alone. Who?
よかった。
Oh,
無事で。
hi. As far as he knows them. Sen and Kimigiku too? What are the two of you doing here? I'm surprised to see you with Dr. Matsumoto.
こう見えても私結構顔が広いのよ。前に言ったでしょ。幕府や諸藩の高い位にいる人たちは
Playing sort
鬼
of
の存在を
season's
知ってるっ
friends
て。
mineral. A ton now. My daughter in it named Luna is saying Ba. What the? Oh, town. Oh, playing. Yeah. Okay. Not a ton. Town. Yeah. Ba. Excuse me. Did she learn that from the sheeps or what? Oh.
姫様はずっとあなたのことをご心配なさっていたのですよ。ですが、新選組の方々が京を出てからあなたの消息が途絶えてしまって。
Oh,
見
flip.
つけ出す
What?
のは苦労した
Oh,
わ
no,
よ。
no, no, no. What?
手
What?
紙の一通ぐらいくれてもよかったのに。
She's a baby and can only crawl right now. Right. So you're saying she didn't learn it from the goats? From the sheeps? What the flip? The goats? Lord Barbados, have mercy, not this scene. Oh no.
やだ、冗談よ。本気にしないで。大変な状況だったっていうのは松本先生から聞かせてもらったから。
Also, Dr. Matsumoto was
いき
concerned
な
that
り
I was
鬼
in
の
love.
一族だと名乗られた時はさすがに面食らったがね。
で、一体何をしに来たの？まさかまたこの子を鬼の里とやらに連れて行こうとしてるのかな。
After Ukta's interruption, Sen's expression suddenly dropped.
実はね、行動さんについて分かったことがいくつかあるから伝えに来たの。
Oh. Really? Now she's saying we he he. Oh. Don't know where she learned that from. Huh? What was that? Oh, right. Sen glanced over at Kimigiku, who nodded in agreement to Sen's news.
皆さん方もご存知の通り、行動さんは徳川幕府の命で落ち水の研究を行っていました。
And if Sen wanted to take
も
us
とも
back
と
to the
彼は
village, I don't think
徳川
Soji
家
would
とは
let
縁
her.
がある
Yeah,
東国の鬼、
don't think so either.
雪村家の分家筋の生まれなのですが、その縁を頼られ、落ち水の強い毒を薄める研究をしていたようです。
Increase the potency?
そんなことできるの？三男さんが新選組で何年も研究してたのに結局無理だったんだけど。
いえ、無理とは言い切れないわ。沖田さん、
It's
あ
literally
な
the
たなら
guy who made
よく
this.
知ってると
So.
思うけど、新選組に持ち込まれたばかりの頃の落ち水は今以上に危険なものだったんでしょ。なんとか使える程度になったってことは、薬の効き目や毒を薄めること自体はできなくはないはずよ。
But even if my father is the only one who has any of this information, he's still nowhere to be found. Or is he? Next season, so should get the walking stage and she can then say more. Ooh. Do they help on the farm? I remember the Harvest Moon game that I played. The kid helps on the farm if you take the right guy for it. If you take the farmer guy. Sen's face suddenly beamed with a bright grin.
それがね、行動さんの居場所が分かったのよ。
Are you serious?
こう見えても顔が広いって言ったでしょ。
So where's my father?
陸奥、かつて雪村の里があった場所です。
Oh. My birthplace?
ええ、間違いないわ。大体の場所なら私も知ってるから後で地図を書いてあげる。
What's up, Frank? Who those bitch? What the flip? It's Sen and it's like the only two girls of the game, Frank. How do you not know them? Frank? Once they get to walking stage, they stop growing. Oh, really? Huh. Interesting. I can't thank you enough, Sen.
行動さんは今でも落ち水の研究を続けてるみたいよ。ラセスになった人を元に戻す方法を見つけてくれてるといいんだけど。
If my father actually were continuing his research on the water of life, even after having been detached from the Shinsengumi, Princess Sen, wait, what? Perhaps he was able to find a breakthrough that had eluded Sanan for so long. I like Sen, yeah, she's cute too. Bitch ass Darko's here. Of course, Darko's always here, Frank. Pondered the possibility of finding a cure that could reverse the effects of the serum permanently. If you do like the top watch or whatever, you'll see how many hours Darko has. It's pretty high. Found myself compelled to glance at Okita, who surely had his own thoughts on the matter.
行きたいの？
Okita turned his head inquisitively. I want to see my father, and beyond finding him, if there was any chance of us finding the antidote for the water of life, then I wanted to give Okita a chance to reclaim his humanity. Yeah, I don't remember what the command is. It's top hours. Yeah. 152 hours to Darko. It's pretty high. $5 for the VIP then? Yeah. Yeah. That's like 2 streams basically. And beyond finding him, if there was any chance of us finding the antidote for the water of life, then I wanted to give Okita a chance to reclaim his humanity. But if this was to be my quest, then I may need to be separated from Okita.
今すぐ決めるのは難しいかしら。他に気になることもあるでしょうしね。
Sen's tone was rather suggestive, as if she had more to say, and she looked at Dr. Matsumoto.
どう伝えたもんかな。
What? The doctor pinched his fingers on the bridge of his nose between his brows, stroking in deep thought. It looked as if something troubled him. What was wrong? What could the doctor want to say? Was it about Soji? I braced myself for the worst-case scenario, breathing in deeply as I waited for him to speak. After a tense moment, Dr. Matsumoto turned his gaze towards Okita, sighing heavily.
近藤さんが新政府軍に投降した。
Okita's face turned pale almost instantly. His lips began to quiver uncontrollably.
何言ってるんですか？こんな時に冗談なんて。先生も
Cue
人
the
が悪い
yelling.
な。
Uh-oh.
そう思いたい気持ちはわかるが事実だからな。
Okita's eyes grew wide.
そんなことあるはずないでしょ。どうして近藤さんが？あの人は土方さんは一体何をしてたんですか？
Okita shouted frantically at the doctor, and his anger turned into a frenzy. Okita, please calm down. Tried to grab him from behind as he began trashing about.
落ち着けるわけないでしょ、この状況で。どうしてそんなことになったんです？甲府からは生きて戻ってきたんでしょ？
事の経緯は私にもよくわからん。だが近藤さんが投降したのは間違いない。これは幕府のお偉いさんから聞いた話だからな。
How could Kondo surrender everything to the Imperial Army? Could it really have happened? Why? So, what does this mean for the Shinsengumi? If Kondo surrendered, does it mean...
まだ降伏はしておらんよ。今は土方君が隊を率いて北に向かってるらしい。
Hichikata is... I could only hope for the best. I knew that Hichikata held Kondo in the highest regard. However, I could see him surrendering if it meant keeping Kondo safe while in enemy clutches. At least, this was what I would have expected from Hijikata.
つまり近藤さんを見捨てて自分だけ逃げたってことですか？
Well,
あの人を大名にするためなら何でもするとか散々言ってたくせに、近藤さんはずっと土方さんのことを信じてたの
98.1k,
に。
let's go! Wait, it's not good.
あの人はその気持ちを裏切ったんだ。
Okita's veins were popping from his forehead.
少し落ち着いたら、その時どういう状況だったかなんてあなたにはわからないでしょう。
僕たちのことを何も知らないよそ者が下り顔で口を挟まないでくれるかな。
Okita! I admonished Okita for taking his frustrations out on Sen, who'd only wanted to help, but he acted as if we were in any position to act hastily, and he directed his next question to Dr. Matsumoto.
近藤さんは今どこにいるんです？
それを知ってどうするんだね。
It's kind of obvious.
決まってるじゃないですか。近藤さんはこんなことで死んでいい人じゃない。
無理だ。もう君一人でどうにかできる事態じゃなくなっちまってる。
どうしてですか。僕は羅刹になってるんですよ。たとえ敵がどれだけいてもこの刀で片っ端から切り殺してみせます。
Oh.
新選組大使が近藤さんを助けに来るだろうってのは新政府側も想定してるはずだ。その中に羅刹が紛れてるかもしれないだろうってこともな。以前銀の銃弾で撃たれたことを忘れたのかね。
Poor Soji. Yeah. Okuta's head dropped low and he became despondent. What is that? His cheeks turned pale as the realization began to sink more deeply, and his shoulders trembled. Then Kondo is... Dr. Matsumoto sighed deeply.
私も幕府のお偉いさん方に除名嘆願をするつもりだが、幕府は新政府軍を刺激したくないって意向が強いらしくてな。何せ話がこじれれば江戸はたちまち火の海だ。
No! Kondo had given his life, everything, for years to both the shogunate and the supreme commander. And after all that he had sacrificed, they were intent on abandoning him towards the very end? I mean, he surrendered. Okuta stood still, simmering in his angry mood. He turned his back from us and he tried leaving the room without saying a word. Dr. Matsumoto tailed right behind him, grabbing a hold of his shoulder to stop him from going further.
待ちなさい。どこへ行くつもりだね。
何度も同じことを言わせないでください。近藤さんを助け
There's a shiz leader anyway, I'm sorry. Yep, I know. I agree with you.
あの人だけは何があっても守らなきゃ。
そんな真似医者として許すわけにはいかん。以前は黙っていたが君の体は。
Dr. Matsumoto paused as if he were searching for a precise combination of words to avoid offending Okuta.
老害が治ってないって言うんでしょ。それがどうしたんですか。僕の命なんてどうなってもいいんです。近藤さんを助けることができるなら。
Okuta was cut short just as he was raising his voice. Oh, really? Okuta!
雪村君、すぐに床の支度を。
Okay. I began tending to Okuta's bed just as the doctor had instructed. Really?
間が悪い時に来ちゃったわね。ごめんなさい。
Oh no, Sen. It really makes the coughs painful to hear. Yeah, he does. Oh, don't worry about it. By now, Okuta had lost consciousness and he was drenched in sweat. Ever since drinking the water of life, Okuta's tuberculosis symptoms had subsided a bit. But between the journey to Kofu and his battle with Karu, his body had regressed from all the excess stress, even more than I had anticipated.
あなた、これからどうするの？すぐに陸奥へ向かうつもりなら手助けしてあげられるけど。
I truly appreciate Sen's offer, but
それとも今は沖田さんのそばにいたい？
she knows. I nodded.
そうよね。さっきの様子を見たら放っておくなんてできないわよね。
I'm so sorry. You came all this way to deliver the information about my father, too.
謝る必要なんてないわよ。ただくれぐれも気をつけてね。
Of course.
松本先生の言葉通り、新政府軍は近藤さんを厳重に監視してる
So,
みたい
shouldn't we, like, tell Kaoru, Princess Sen about Kaoru? No? Should we not, like, mention him? No? No? Okay.
さて、それじゃあ我々はそろそろ失礼させてもらうよ。
I'm surprised how much Shinsengumi isn't involved in this route. Sen can't really do anything about it? Really? Just tell Kazuma about it. He'll kill him, right? Okay, thank you so much for today.
礼には及ばんさ。 沖田君を近藤さんのもとに行かせてはならんぞ。彼は自分の命
There's
な
some eyes
ど
on
どうで
his
もいい
own
と言っていたが、
weird demon path. Yeah, but he wants us, right? The guy's making us suffer. Shouldn't he be like, you're dead to me or something? I don't know. I don't really know Kazama, but
近藤さんだって沖田君の命と引き換えに生き延びたいなんて思っちゃいないはずだ。
それでは失礼いたします。また何かあればお知らせしますので。
Okay, thank you. I bowed deeply as I watched Dr. Matsumoto, Sen, and Kimigiku file out of the room. A few days passed since their visit, and I had spent most of the time tending to Okuta's critical condition. The thought of Kondo in captivity made me shiver with anxiety, so I was a bit distracted, but Okuta promised me that he would pull all of his focus into recuperating before leaving the hiding place. Soji and the Shinsengumi are really separate. Because of the war, they can't visit him, and because of his illness, Soji can't help them. Really shows how alone Soji is. Like, when we weren't in Soji's route, he's just that alone, yeah. No one is there to help him except Yamazaki. And in the other routes, Yamazaki's dead. So, yeah. Okuta, are you still awake? I'm coming in. I called his name through the sliding door, and as I softly opened it, I found Okuta standing tall. Hey, what do you think you're doing, Okuta? Why are you out of bed? What are you going to do if you start coughing again?
大げさだな。あそこにある刀を取ろうと思っただけだよ。
That is just heartbreaking to me for Soji, yeah. He dies alone in the other routes, yeah. Yep. Sword, don't tell me you plan on leaving to find Kondo, especially in your condition.
君って早とちりだよね。僕だって無駄死になんてごめんだよ。
To be fair, he was the one jumping from one conclusion to the next earlier.
近藤さんの仇を取るのは体調がもう少しマシになってからに決まってるでしょ。
It can. I felt a slight
あ
sense
そ
of
こにあ
relief.
る刀取ってくれる？
Sure, this one? I grabbed the sword atop the rack sitting across from Okuta's futon, and I offered it to him with both my hands. Both of my hands. Felt a significant weight in the sword, which looked rather unfamiliar to me as I handed it to Okuta. Soji's smart if he just wasn't emotionally attached to Kondo. Yeah, I know. Soji's very smart, but when it comes to Kondo, he's emotional. So yeah, he can't really think straight.
ありがと
Okuta took the sword from me, and his eyes thinned as his gaze ran up and down the length of the sword. That sword, it looks different to the one you normally use. Okuta said nothing, as if he
う。
didn't
ゆう
hear
べ
me.
ね、近藤さんの夢を見たんだ。
Oh, Kondo?
うん。
Kondo's a nice guy, but the Shinsengumi were screwed when Kondo was made chief. It's his other sword. He has another sword? He let out a melancholy chuckle before beginning to detail his dream. This must have been 3 years ago, when the shogunate ordered us to do the second Shoshu expedition. Kondo stopped by my room.
ソジ、お前も聞いてると思うが、俺は幕命で今度長州の視察に行くことになったんだ。
その話は聞いてますけど、別に近藤さんが行く必要なんてないんじゃないですか？
The chrysanthemum one? The what?
そういうのが得意な人は他にたくさんいるでし
Is
ょ。
that the type of his sword?
そういうわけにはいかんさ。これは幕府直々の命令だからな。
じゃあ僕も一緒に行きます。長州なんかに行ったらいつ暗殺されるかわからないじゃないですか。
Kondo's expression held firm, and it was far more stern than usual.
ダメだ。同行は許さん。
Oh.
どうしてです？近藤さんを守るのは僕の役目でしょ。
I studied the swords Sochi has. I can't remember the names, but I know he had 2 sets. At least, if not 3. Oh. In this game? But even if I wanted him to, Kondo had no interest in answering my question. He just glanced over to his side, grabbed the sword on the rack next to him, and he handed it to me.
これは
山城
In
の
real
神
life
藤
too.
原国清
But in the game too,
お
right?
前ずっと菊門の刀を欲しがっていただろう
Chrysanthemum, okay. Sword with the logo of a chrysanthemum, Emperor Go-Toba created this sword. Also points to swords that were approved to get a chrysanthemum logo. Okay. So has the seal of an emperor, okay. Yes, the logo, okay. I remember absent-mindedly mentioning something about it to Kondo a while before, but...
どうしていきなりこれを
And then Kondo looked me dead in the eye, and I'd never seen him more serious than in that moment. What's happening now? He's getting a sword, Frank. It's a power-up. Not really, it's a dream. Or it's the past.
天然理心流5代目宗主にふさわしい刀だと思ってな
A school of swordplay popular in the Tama region, Kondo was a master of the style, and Hijikata, Okuta, and Inoue were among his students. It's bragging rights, I see. Both in-game and IRL, yeah. My stomach dropped like all the blood in my body just seeped from my feet. That sword is like really, really sought for, I see. I mean, for me to succeed him as the teacher of the Tenon Rishin style must mean...
受け取れませんお返しします
おい宗司
僕が5代目を継ぐとしたらもっとずっと先のことです
I like what that means.
近藤さんが秀才先生の後を継いだ時みたいに
Third generation master of the Tenten, yeah. Adopted father of Isami Kondo, who established Shie
近
Hall.
藤さんがおじいさんになってどうしても木刀を震えなくなったその時だけですよ
Kondo stared at me like I was a young child, which made it difficult to feel like my words had any weight, but...
そう言ってくれるのはあり
Oh,
が
I
たい
hit the
が
wrong button. Had any weight, but eventually, Jeez, I
今
can't.
は
Okay.
いつ何時万一のことがあるかわからん時代なんだ俺は百姓の生まれだが武士となった今いつでも将軍公のためこの命を捨てる覚悟をしているだがもし天然理心流の名が俺の代で絶えてしまうことになったら死んでも死にきれんよ
I just kept looking down, but I felt Kondo wrap his warm hand around my shoulder.
頼んだぞ宗司
Oh. He placed the sword into my hands.
ひどい人だよね近藤さんって近藤さんの後を継ぐことなんてできるはずないじゃない僕はまだ教えてもらってないことがたくさんあるのに
Okuta.
この刀を近藤さんの形見になんてさせないさせてたまるもんか
You know, it's really amazing that Soji's like that good with the Tenon Rishin Ryu style. That he was nominated to be the next dojo leader. He truly is a genius. Yeah, because that means he beat... Or at least Kondo thinks he's better than Hijikata, right? Okuta held the sword tenderly for a long while, and I could tell that its symbolism meant more to Okuta than any of us could possibly imagine.
これありがとう刀掛けに戻しておいて
I grabbed the blade from Okuta and I placed it atop the majestic rack. From behind the sliding door, I could hear the faint chirps of cicadas who'd wandered into the house. As we listened to their cries in silence, Okuta grabbed a hold of my hand, speaking up.
ねえ君は僕が近藤さんのところに行くの反対
Whatever you do, do not let Okuta seek Kondo. This was a strict order from Dr. Matsumoto. What should I tell him? Somehow both those answers are true. First place, Hijikata isn't a genius with the sword. Soji was a child when he lived in the dojo. He became the strongest and best student in the dojo. So is he the strongest warrior of the Shinsengumi? Is he? Next to Kondo? Hijikata originally sold medicine. I see. I see. Then why is Hijikata higher than him? Damn, I don't know. You ain't gonna see Soji doing paperwork, are you? Oh, it's paperwork. I see. Right. I don't even know what Hijikata does. Hijikata has better mindset in terms of leadership and work ethics. I see. It's just the attitude then. I see. What should I even tell him? I really like the fact that she says want you to go. Like, I don't want you to go, not I'm not letting you go, or I can't let you go. It's like, I don't want you to go. But then again, can I actually stop him? Are we selfish or are we selfless? I think CG appears here too. I mentioned this route. Why? I memorized this route. Why? Wait, why what? Okay. Um... I think I'd pick the first one. But then if it was me, I'd pick the first one. But then if I'm a Soji fanboy, do I pick the second one? If it's Saito, I pick the second one. If it's Soji, my gut feeling is telling me first one. But then I got it wrong 3 out of 3 today. So then does that mean it's the other one? Am I thinking too hard about this? Yes. Okay. I would pick the second one. Saito. Coco, you're a dumbass. Go full fanboy. Well, which one is full fanboy? If I'm full fanboy, then I don't want him to go. But if I'm fanboy, then I can't stop him. Did I hear Saito? Yeah. I said if this was Saito, then I would pick the second one. It's the second one. I guess I just picked the one I wouldn't pick then. Jeez. I can't stop you. Hi, Romo. Because I know how much he means to you, Okita. Okita sighed in relief, and he flashed a confident smirk. Yeah. Fanboy would know they can't stop him. Yeah. But the first option isn't saying, I would stop you. It says, I don't want you to go. Which is true. Right? Isn't it true? I don't want him to go. But imagine if I remembered wrong. Nah, there's no way. Hey, Taco, I'm sleepy. Oh, thank you for telling me, Romo. I'll keep that in mind.
ねえこっちにおいで
Huh?
おいで
I'm sad I missed Soji moments. Pat. He made his request more firmly, and I walked slowly toward his futon as he asked. Alright, Sivian, do you need me to repeat that?
ねえ、こっちにおいで。おいで。おいで。
There you go. He made his request more firmly, and I walked slowly toward his futon as he asked. Bye, I'm dead. Just wait, the CG's here. Also, CG, here we go, yeah. Then he grabbed my wrist and... Oh, oops. Whatever, I'm not gonna read it again. Okay, I guess I'm gonna read it. He grabbed my wrist and drew me closer to his chest. Oh. I didn't miss CG. I mean, you did miss CG, but yeah. It's okay, I'll show them at the end. I'm dead again. Bye! No! This wasn't the first time that Okita had embraced me tightly, but no matter how many times he touched me, I couldn't have imagined it ever tiring of the sensation. What? It's okay, Romo. I'll show you after I stop, which is like very soon. Being engulfed by his warmth and enraptured. Wait, what? Being engulfed by his warmth and scent enraptured me more than enough to make my heart pound. I don't know what that means. But more than that, it was the comfort from being close to him, feeling certain that this was where I belonged, that I loved most. Jeez, I cannot read anymore. It's over. Gotcha. Soji's expression, though, the expression, yeah.
心配なんだよね。
Yes, which is why I don't want you to go, of course. I let my body sink deeper against his, and I bit into my lips nervously. I thought about Okita's fragile health and how brave he was to re-enter the fray in his condition. My one true inclination would have been for him to stay, and I held him more tightly as the possibility of losing him came to mind. But even so, it wasn't as if I couldn't understand just how much Kondo had meant to him.
僕、最初に会った時から君にひどいことばかりしてきたと思うんだけど。
Burrito, do me a favor and just sleep next to Soji from now on? I beg of you, yeah, right? This is a cute ass CG. Yeah, there's been some pretty cute ones.
それでも離れていかない。
Soji's a really big tease.
どうして？
Don't really understand why either.
同情？それとも
Soji's best boy?
僕におつみずを飲ませたのが君の兄さんだったから。
I'm still not convinced. I'm still not convinced. He's definitely a very good boy. But best boy? Saito was pretty good. He's best boy for you, definitely. And he is very sweet. He's very playful and teases you a lot and makes you flustered. But not gonna sleep from now on? Oh, no, Roma. You ain't gonna see any cute CG like this. That is true. Soji's very affectionate. I will agree with that.
じゃあどうして？
My heart yearned to tell the truth, to share with him my most intimate of secrets. But for now, I felt best to let Okita focus on saving Kondo. He needed all the help he could get to keep his emotions in check. I can't explain it either. It's just difficult to take my eyes off you. Oh, jeez.
そっか。
Must stay up for Soji CG. Stay up for Soji CG. Well, I will show you after. I'm dying and I I want to see Holy Shiz's voice, right? Did you know it's Shikamaru from Naruto? Okay. I felt as though my answer may not have been what he'd hoped to hear, given his curt answer. Okita sighed deeply, as if he were too distraught to give me more. What about you, Okita? Why do you continue to let me stay by your side? Oh. He flared his nostrils, sneering as he usually
君
did.
が答えてくれないから僕も答えてあげない。
Oh. I suppose it was his way of getting back at me, and I chose to savor the moment I had in his arms. Damn, that was fast. Okay. Okay. I will end the stream here. He knows I 100%. He knows we love him. Of course he knows. He's known for so long. No, keep going. No. It's time. It's a good spot to end. CG, please, dear Taco? Yeah, of course. Of course. It's a good time to end. It's like very sweet. It's very sweet. Sobbing and no points to extend. Rip. You used all of them. Where are they? Here we go. Wait, I think, have you seen this one? That was last stream, wasn't it? Oh. That was not last stream. Uh-huh. This here. Wait, there was 2 here? Wait, I missed one? Is it if I don't... What? How do I miss one? In pain. Us next to him with our hand on his hand. I'm pretty sure that was last stream then. I like this one the most. This one is very, very cute. Don't worry, there'll be more to fill that out. That's in the future. Wait, this one? Really? Taco has good taste? Of course I have good taste. Of course, look at his eyes. And her eyes, they look so comfy. I like your outfit. Chris, what's up? Thank you. It's the comfy. Speaking of comfy, I'm in the comfy. It's the official comfy merch. Yeah, should we show Chris too? Okay. Here you go, Chris. See, it is literally the comfy. The comfy. Wowzer, yeah. Not sponsored, unfortunately. Yet. No, I'm kidding. That one, best one, I live for it or die. 11 out of 10. Would buy again, definitely, yeah. Alright, let me look at Saito. Which one is our favorite from Saito? Oh, I see. It's the same picture, but in different locations. I mean, that one's gonna be really difficult to beat. That one is gonna be really difficult to beat. What is the difference between the two? Is it the main character's face? Is it him blushing? No. What's the difference? Oh, it's the hand? It's our hand, I see. Ah, geez, that one is also pretty good. Which one do you like better? I should really like this one. I really like this one. Saito every single one. Soji beat that Kiss CG real far, really. His smile. Sorry, Soji beat Saito's Kiss CG for sure. We'll see, we'll see. Scroll on Saito Taka, there's another one? Oh, there is! Actually, I like that one. Thank you, Shiguri. I like that one. I like that one. Saito's just cute. Uh-huh. Let's see if Taco just continued to play. We'll see it. I'm streaming like 3 more times, no, this week? Yeah. That one's okay with the Kiss CG. Soji's Kiss CG's... We'll see. We'll see. I mean, he is very playful and very flirty, so... I want to see those too. I wish they would look at each other though. I'm sad I missed this one. And this one I missed too, really? Aw. Oh, interesting. Does that mean that happens more than once? That's the ending of neutral route. There's also... Oh, I see the hair now. I see it. Iba and Yamazaki at the end. Oh, are those the Furies that can be in the daylight? What is that? I don't remember that. Was that in Saito's route? I'm also sad, Taco. What? They're watching the snowfall. Yeah. What was happening there? Yeah, that did happen in Soji's route, yeah. Of course he did, yeah. That's the medicine. Wait, he... Oh, it's the medicine that Soji, or that Heisuke gave us. I see. I see. Okay, anyways, guys. Anyways, that is all for me for today. I'll be back tomorrow. And we better finish Soji route this week, because there's a chance that I'm not going to be streaming for the next 2 weeks. So good choices Taco made, or did he pick the bad ones? I picked the bad ones every time except the last one, but then Sivian corrected me before I picked them, so... Coco. Yeah, it's because I have my exams in 2 weeks, and then next week all of my work are going to be there, so gone for 2 weeks. Yeah, it'll depend on the schedule, on the exam schedule. I can go check if it's out already. But my exams are from the 20th to 27th. Oh, they are out. Let me go look. I have one Saturday on the 20th. That sucks. Saturday morning. It's 2 hours. Okay. I have one, oh my god, on Friday the 26th, and one on Monday. Monday afternoon. No, I'm pretty sure next week I'm not gonna stream though. I'm pretty sure next week I'm not gonna stream. And then I'll probably stream in the middle of the week, like twice, maybe? It's Friday, maybe once. Oh, it's the opening, I see. Talk about it, finish Soji route this week, then yes, I really want to. I also really want to. Is it likely or no? We're on chapter 2, I think it's unlikely. There's 2 more streams, right? We're Tuesday and then we stream Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, it's the opening, yeah. It's likely? You think so? It's pushing it, but it's not impossible. Okay. Did I see this opening? I'm not even sure. So Yamazaki does not get a new outfit, huh? Oh, gun, huh? Oh no, those are spoilers! I'm stopping it. I'm stopping it. I'm stopping it. I'm stopping it. Those were spoilers. What the heck, man? What the heck? I can't believe this. My poor Yamazaki. I want to see Sanan suffer. Yeah, but Yamazaki though. Yamazaki. Okay. Anyways, guys, that is it for me for today. Let us raid someone. Do Sanan round, can we make him suffer? I was actually thinking about if I get the bad ending on Sanan's route, is it bad? I wasn't sure. Thank you, Romo, for contributing. Coco, I will convert you to Soji Cold. I mean, I'll have to see the end of the route. But so far, I felt more connected to Saito than Soji. Soji is very sweet. Soji is very sweet. And he shows way more affection than Saito. I will agree, he shows way more affection than Saito, but I understand Saito's reasonings. And I can always know what he's gonna do, I feel like. Soji, I don't know. I actually don't know. Saito's so hacking cute. Well, I sort of know what Soji will do. I don't know what Soji wants me to do. It's the opposite. I repeat, you're just dumb? Probably. Maybe I'm just too dumb for Soji. Maybe I'm just too dumb. Who knows? Oh, jeez. Okay, anyways. That is it for me. For today.